the fighter and the kid. Had to run it back, cause we back at it again. Yeah, we gon' keep it moving like it's never gonna end. When it was Brendan, when it was Bryan, when it was just talking to friends. We got the kid Callan on the left, with the fighter on the right. Ay, had to do it right, cause we coming at you live. Back with the team, had to keep it OG, must see TV. Had to do it. Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid. We're out.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, we're good, Chin.
Yeah,
Chin, you think you're fucking bad because you got tattoos now?
I gotta ask. I mean,
Chin got sleeved up,
I
dude.
thought he was gonna get a little unicorn, a little dolphin on his neck, and instead he's basically sleeved up right now. And that's a hell of a tat.
It's good work too.
It's
Chin.
really good work.
Thank you.
It's got that bird.
What was the inspiration behind it?
So
to
the
a bird
magpies
sanctuary?
let me see if I can show this. So the magpies they're the national bird of Korea. And they're fun birds to watch. You know when you watch those videos where they're chasing kids down?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're fierce.
Now, can you kill them and deep fry them in Korea? Or?
No. They're
No, you
national
don't
bird
really
of
see
Korea.
it's
eat
stupid.
magpies.
That's stupid.
I will say this though.
And a cherry blossom. That's it.
And then
I
cherry
actually-
blossoms are also Korean?
Yeah, my parents always loved cherry blossoms. They said if I visit Korea, they wanted to show me cherry blossoms, so that it meant something.
I like
Now,
it very much.
on the inside, we're going to have to get a little more
It's so empty.
more hardcore, yeah?
But then some people say it looks better like this, and some people say it doesn't.
Maybe-
Okay, those people that say it looks better?
They're not tattoo people.
Yeah, they're gay though, yeah?
yeah.
They're girls.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe we don't need the tattoos on the inside. I just think
No,
it's interesting
hey.
that you had a bird that eats seeds, and I like a bird that eats other animals, like
Like a vulture?
Just
I'd be into a vulture.
an eagle or a
Can't do an
hawk.
eagle. Too overplayed.
It's too overplayed.
Although, after seeing Top Gun, which we'll get to,
I can't wait to
After
get to
seeing
this.
Top Gun,
right.
I want a fucking eagle on my back.
Okay, now hold
with
on.
a helmet on that says rooster.
Yes. All right. Well, I want to talk
Like
about
with
that.
this pilot helmet like this, and then it says rooster, and it's an eagle, and then it has bombs on its wings.
Well, eagles are typically. I agree that they're overplayed, and I wouldn't think magpies would look good. If you said I'm going to get magpies, I would have been like, I got to talk them out of this immediately. But I like that look.
Thank you, Bryan.
I have one rule when you get a tattoo. Don't tell anybody you're getting a tattoo.
Yeah, I didn't
You don't
tell
want their
anyone.
input. If it's what you want, you get it, and then deal with the repercussions afterwards.
Yep.
I've
exactly what I
never
did.
once got a tattoo and asked my buddies or the internet, hey, what do you guys think? You know?
Yeah,
You
but
got to do it
after
for
I
you.
got it, after I got it, I messaged you like you're like the first person I messaged.
Yeah.
Mark, you have no tattoos.
I was just gonna say
'Cause you got
I
a body that's
I
dying
have
for
a
it.
secret, which is I decided what my first tattoo was gonna be.
What?
Yeah. Wait, do you want me to tell you or not?
Protein pony? Is he going to be a jack pony
Hold on,
carrying
I would do that.
protein?
I'm definitely gonna make a protein pony. Sure.
Your body, his body
Yeah.
is dying.
Oh, dude,
for it.
it's crying for it.
Like it's, you know, when you have a really dry plant and it's dying and,
Oh,
and the
daddy.
soil is crusted and it just wants to absorb that water.
Oh, dude.
Your arms are dying, dude. They're a tapestry, bro.
Bro, yeah, your body's crying. It needs that. Dude, your body's like a homeless guy in Vegas. It needs water, daddy. It needs ink, daddy.
It needs ink, dude. Your skin wants ink.
Oh
It
my
wants
God.
to drink ink, dude.
Yeah.
Your body was built for ink.
Oh,
I'm excited.
So
to
what
do
are we
because
thinking?
I never had. Well, I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Now remember, first
Yeah.
rule of Fight Club.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
First rule of Tattoo Club.
Let him talk.
I'm not going to talk
Let him
about
talk.
it,
Let him
but I was
talk.
going to say, I'd never had I'd thought about tattoos before and then be like, oh, good thing I didn't get that. I never had the feeling of like, I know what I want on my body right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that it occurred to me a week ago, and I was like, oh, that's what that feeling feels like.
Can I just speculate what I think you're
Yes,
going to get?
You can put it on record.
You ready for this? I think you're going to get like the DNA strand of testosterone. You know what I'm saying? You know those guys? They get the
molecule.
Yeah, the molecule.
Testosterone molecule.
This is the molecule for Winstraw.
How did you fucking know?
Was it?
How did you fucking
Was
know?
it? Am I right?
Well, Anavar, but yeah.
Yes, there it is.
That's exact. That's smart.
Dude, that is
I
fucking.
fucking
that's-
called it, dude.
God.
I fucking
right.
called it.
Fucking
Now you can't get it.
The Anavar's out of the vial.
Yeah.
You don't have the fucking stones to do that.
Nope.
But that'd be the greatest fucking
Ever.
series of
It'd be so
tattoos.
sick.
Wenstrel, Deca Annaball, fucking
Would be sick.
testosterone,
Yeah. You know
and then
what's-
just bull balls on your
Because it actually kind of looks cool, like the angles of it. It's like, oh, that's not a bad design, and then it's like a joke too.
Oh, I'm
You're like,
into
this is what's in
it.
my
Oh, I'm
body.
into it. No, definitely get that. Now, here's the thing. This is getting you a little dark here. I don't know how you're gonna feel about this. You don't want to get a tattoo for your dad who passed away?
No, it's
Like, what was your dad into?
I have there's symbols that I would get. I wouldn't get a face of his, but I would get like a symbol. You know what I mean?
Other rule of Fight Club.
Yeah.
Now, I violated that rule getting my sons as zombies on my arm.
Yeah.
And now my son has way shorter hair, so it doesn't even make sense. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you get portraits, you can't like look for the best deal. Because you'll get a portrait of your dad who passed away, rest in peace.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, your dad had Down syndrome? You're like, no.
Yeah.
I just paid $400 for a portrait of my father.
I've seen
It's
some
like,
bad
well,
ones. Yeah,
he had-
it's either the best thing that's ever been done.
Yeah,
or you
was your
don't
dad
get it.
in a fire?
Well, that was
You know?
the guy who got a giant tattoo of Poseidon on his back.
Yeah.
And it said
Dicks.
God of War, you know?
Dicks,
He's the god
right?
of the sea.
Dicks, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Did it have like the Poseidon? It did have, and it had like the swords with it, and they look like dicks.
They look like dicks.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, no, it's
Well, how about Brock Lesnar?
Oh, yeah.
It's Brock Lesnar. He's like, you know what? I want a fucking badass sword. And the artist is like, say less, daddy. And then it gets done. He's like, well, dude, you put a giant cock on my chest.
Let me see.
Yeah, but like he didn't mean to, but the way he did the top, it's the spear. You know, like you should have made it
Does
sharper.
look very
You should have made it
cocky.
sharper,
You gotta
though,
make
right?
it sharper, and I'm not crazy about that terrible sword, but it is Brock Lesnar, so he's...
Oh, I'd never say that to his face.
No.
I'd be like, dude, that tattoo's sick, dude.
too.
Dick, who says that? You tell me you said that it looks like a dick. He's like, bro, I listened to your podcast from a few weeks ago. You said it looks like a dick. I'm like,
Not me. He's lying right there.
I'm like,
It's not me.
dude, what they're doing now with all this Photoshop and shit, dude,
All this
it's-
deep fake
dude, this
shit.
deep fake, that is not me, dude. I don't wear short shorts like that.
All this
you know?
deep fake stuff.
Now, now before we carry on, Brian, because you and I got a lot of catch up to, because
A lot.
Daddy was in Florida
A lot.
for too long though, right? Let's not do Sunday shows in Florida.
Daddy, and it's going to all come out on my show.
We'll get to it. Let me get to it because we got a very important thing.
Yep.
Our boy who took the chance came from the suburbs of Illinois, Chicago, and he used to be 400 some pounds.
450 pounds.
And now that's impressive, and I'm jealous because I bet your diet was fantastic, and I'd be jealous of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll watch TLC 600 pound life and be like, God, that looks fun. Anyway, you lost all that weight. You're crushing it.
You lost 260 pounds?
Yes.
That's right, Brian.
It's incredible.
And then he's been such a good person, such a loyal person. I said, dude, how about you come to Thick Boy and intern for 30 days? Just get you out of your rut, you know, doing, because, you know, his background, which we can get into another time, you know, he comes from a different background. I said, just so he can see like what the world's like from this perspective at Thick Boy, and you're surrounded by brilliant minds like you guys, and, you know, I have a splash CT, but whatever, I still do my thing. So it's his birthday. Today is George's birthday.
Wow.
And George is one of the best people I've ever fucking
Smart.
met. He's one of the most disciplined people I've ever met. And now George, the plan was to be here for 30 days. And you know this, George. And now it's June 1st is tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is, you've been crushing it so hard, kicking ass. And we had that talk. The first week you were here, you wanted to go home. And I gave you the Al Pacino fucking Any Given Sunday speech on how you're not going to go home. And you're going to make something better for yourself. And that's how you pay tribute to your family. Now, my thing to you is, I'm doing it without crying. My thing to you is, I want to offer you a full-time job here. So you don't go home, brother. You need to stay here because you have work to do. And that's how you represent your family and give back. Because what your family's in now, they don't have the perspective that you have now, George. And being surrounded by these people here who have done something with their lives, now you have perspective. You can call home. And then pretty soon you're going to have the money to fly your mom here so she has perspective. So I'm offering you a full-time job at Thick Boy, George. You've earned it, brother. And I love you so much. And I'm so proud of you. And you're just getting started, Bubba. You're just getting started.
Thank you.
That's fucking awesome.
Congrats,
That's
Georgie.
awesome, dude.
You deserve it.
Fucking
Now,
A.
now, George, because of his diet, we couldn't give him a cake. So we have a straight carnivore
Yeah.
cake here.
Big cat at the zoo, baby.
Way to go, George.
23 years
It's a
young.
big fucking deal, dude.
And George, I'll be dead honest with you, brother. And you know, I love the fuck out of you. I didn't think you were gonna make it, dude. I have all the trust in you, and I knew, like, but I thought because you're so close to your family, and you know, you want to go back home and do what's easy. I figured he'll make it 30 days, and he's on the first fucking plane out of here.
Wow.
And since that conversation, dude, you've been kicking ass, dude. And we need more people like you. So, and it's your job now to tell your story. There's so many people out there like you. And George, and we can edit this out if I'm speaking out of turn. George suffers from depression. George has every reason not to come to work. George has every reason to just go, no, this is my life. These are the cards I was dealt. Look at fucking George. George was 450 pounds, living in his fucking mom's house, taking care of his family, not making shit.
Wow.
And now George is here crushing it, man. So we got work to do, George.
And Brennan and I always talk about how much of a heartbreak most people are, George. Most people never, you believe in them, you do everything you can to them, and they just give up, or they just keep doing the shit that kept them where they were. And it's the biggest heartbreak. And we had long conversations about that with a lot of people. And I try to help people. We know how many people he helps. What people don't realize is how many fucking lives he transforms. And I'm talking about fucking very popular comedians. I'm talking about people that are killing it right now. And they got their fucking push and they got their start by that guy. Because when they were nobody making no money, he fucking saw it and he just did it silently. I saw this with my own eyes, just did it. And he fucking just pushed them forward. So that's what he's about. And he gets his heart broken every time. Is it every time? Is it every fucking time?
Every time.
And you came through. So it's a big fucking day for all of us. It's a big day.
Yeah, we're proud of you, George. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask for better friends, honestly.
You got a team here, George. Use everybody. You're gonna learn from everybody here has something to offer, man. You're getting, you didn't go to college. You're getting your fucking black belt in podcasting, social media, whatever the hell we do here,
Yeah, man.
You're learning how to edit, production. You have your own fucking vlog on
Which are
YouTube now.
great,
And
too.
what is it?
Go, George, go.
Go, George, go. You use Ruben, my fucking secret weapon. He does all my
That guy's
stuff.
a monster.
Ruben made all your shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, you have the team to get it done, dude. And there's so many more people like you than there are me. There's so many people like you that are going to see what you're doing. And you're going to be an inspiration, man. And I told you so when we had that phone call, you wanted to go home. I said, you owe it to your family, to these other people that are following your journey. You owe it to them to stick out and make it. Whatever making it means for you. Making it different for everybody. But you owe it to them, man. You're doing it. I'm proud of you, brother.
Teamwork, man. Fucking.
Now, Bryan, you missed, I guess we'll cook that steak, right? You don't eat it. Hey, you don't eat it. Hey, George, you don't eat it raw like Tommy Lee Jones from Under Siege, do you?
I'm not the, what's the big
Liver King.
Liver King.
Those look like those look like good steaks.
Our boy Mike's going to use that. And what grill? Mike's using
Green Mountain.
Green Mountain Grills. That's all we use is Green Mountain Grills
It's
here,
like a
Daddy.
Cadillac of grills.
Yeah,
I swear.
that's all we use on the fight pans when you see all the food, all the barbecue. It's always Green Mountain Grills.
Awesome. That's pretty. That's fucking. That's so inspirational.
Oh, dude.
Fuck yeah. I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Yeah.
I like getting surprised like that.
Now, B, you missed the Millie dinner. We went to Scopa. My boy at Scopa, Marco, hooked it up. You missed the Millie dinner because of special pass for
Pablo-
Millie.
Pablo or Marco?
Pablo.
Pablo, yeah.
Pablo hooked it up. Marco's the guy
Shout
who
out
works
to Pablo.
there.
Marco used to, yeah.
Yeah,
Marco.
Pablo's the guy who hooked it all
Pablo
up.
and Steve own Scope.
Yeah, so Pablo hooked
Sick
it all
restaurant.
up. So the whole staff came to Scopa. You were
I ate
missed.
there last night.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
incredible.
So we ate there for the Millie dinner. Now here's the problem. The special's about to approach 2 million. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do when we hit 2 million.
Oh, boy.
And I'm stressed out about it.
Dude, just take me.
It's just me, you, and me.
Yeah. Just like a celebration.
That is
I'm
the
so
entire
proud of
Thick
you,
Boy
dude.
staff there, man.
Now, Bubba, let me ask you a question. I put you guys in a room. I put you in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those guys, you have to fight everybody there.
Why?
It's
I'm
just
taking
an
Mark
important
out
question.
first because
You got to take Mark out
Mark's going to be a
first.
problem if I'm tired.
You got to take Mark out.
I'm
first.
killing Mark first.
You know who your second biggest problem is in that group?
The big Mexican Ruben.
I don't know. Ruben's an artist.
You're talking about Tall George?
Ruben's a real
his
artist.
brother was
Tall
his
George
brother
is no
plays for the
joke.
Broncos.
I feel like Casey's a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
I feel
Casey's
like
got
Casey-
that endurance.
He's wiry.
He's just got that thing where he's just going to dig deep and
Get
he's
some
going to
hate
be.
in him. I'll tell you, I'm worried about his chin.
Chin's got a neck thing though.
Ooh, I'd just kick him right in the neck.
You got to.
Adrenaline, though. It's adrenaline. If we're in a fight for our lives.
Yeah,
adrenaline
but
kicking.
but you got to go Mark first, right? You got to go Mark. You
Oh,
can't have Mark.
Mark's going to be a handful.
It's a handful.
Marine County, All-State Wrestling, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm going to choke Mark unconscious and
Choke him
then
right away.
stab him in the neck.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's up for grabs.
You're not going to start punching. You might have to start slugging.
Oh, knock him out.
You got to get in the. Well, yeah, you got to just start going.
Yeah, because they might jump on me. Yeah, I gotta be on. Mark's a problem. Tall George is a problem. Chin's a problem.
Tall George looks like he's tough.
Yeah, well, his brother is a super stud.
Yeah,
First team All Pac-10 at UCLA.
Ruben looks like a complete gangster, but he's a total sweetheart and a real.
He's the nicest guy. He's such a
true artist,
dude. All the Trash Panda art you see, all the thick boy. That's all Ruben.
It's unbelievable.
The Gringo Poppy, like the text, that's all Ruben.
He's unbelievable, man. He's unbelievable.
He's such a good dude.
He's that quiet dude, man, who just does.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably saving Kyle last to kill.
Let me say something about Ruben and his wife, Monica. They came to my special. And
in Bryan.
Yeah, and I think with Ruben and Monica, because they were there and they felt like the people in the green room were Hollywood, or they were, something that I think when you're a guy like that, it's a little intimidating, maybe, right? You're backstage. And what he didn't realize is I'm watching, and they were just happy to be there. And I was thinking to myself, listen, this motherfucker has no idea that he's the best artist in this room.
By far.
We should all be looking at him.
He's so talented.
Yeah. But
I told him when we started, I went, Ruben, I've worked with a lot of artists. You're the best I've ever seen. But I'm telling you, dude, and it's happened time over time. I'm going to sign you an exclusive deal. You work for me. You can't work for anybody. I will take care of you.
It's not a bad idea.
You can't work for anybody
It's too
else.
good.
He goes, I'm in. He goes, because he has a real, I can't say what he does.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have time to work with anybody else. I'm like, you're in, daddy.
That's awesome.
And he's so loyal, so down. I can send him anything.
He's just so talented.
Monster.
Yeah, a monster.
So talented.
A monster.
But you did miss the Millie dinner. But what we're gonna do for $2 million, what we decided is we're gonna go to Lucky Strike, drinks, bowling.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
I thought putt.
That's a good call.
I said putt. And they're like, what are you?
Is there anything else? I got a little. Lucky Strike's fine. Do we really like bowling that much? Top golf.
I grew up
might be
bowling.
more fun.
That Top Golf just opened up, right, Brian?
Yeah,
in
that's
LA.
fun.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I did that. That was fun.
Yeah, we do it when we're on the road. Now, Mark is the worst golfer you've ever seen.
Yeah, even worse than I thought. I thought I was going to be bad.
Golfing's easier. I mean, bowling's easier.
Yeah,
Bowling's fun.
you
Lucky
get
Strike
lucky.
too, and it's like a scene. You know, it's like
golf.
fun.
Like you can't like randomly hit like an amazing.
And also after 12 hits, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
Like bowling, we have drinks, stuff. Everyone's fucking around. You know,
Yeah.
you have 2 lanes.
Yeah,
I feel like that'd be fun.
Yeah, I got worse. I think as we golfed. It's like I started out terrible, and then somehow like
I don't know who's worse, you at golf or Chappelle at basketball.
It's hilarious.
Chappelle,
maybe you
worst
should be
bas-
asking who's worse, me at golf or me at basketball, because you've never seen me play.
You would beat Chappelle 21-0.
You think so?
He's the worst I've ever seen, and he knows this. You know, I love you, Chappelle. Just he
not his thing.
didn't grow up with balls.
Well, I mean, I told you when as an actor in Hollywood, you'd have these kids that show up, or sometimes the director. And I've been on set where no one knows how to, and this is real. No one knows how to throw a ball, and you got a 14-year-old to throw a ball, and I have to teach a 14-year-old how to throw a ball. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Nutsos.
I mean, it's like my buddy, who's a very famous director, but he's a genius filmmaker, and somebody threw him a football, and he realized that he'd never thrown a football, and he's American. And I went,
That's
wow.
insane.
He's like, he's a genius, but he was like, and he was laughing about it.
just
He goes,
wasn't his
I just
thing.
never have thrown a football. I didn't know how to throw it, so it was so embarrassing. So I was like, my shoulder.
It's
That's almost like, I'd almost be like, I have to see your passport, bro. I got to
I'd
see
be like, are you a Russian spy?
Yeah, like, are you
'Cause the only
from
people
Russia?
even the people in the Middle East know how to throw fucking football.
Yeah.
Dude, are you a Russian spy? Because they don't play football.
What's going on
Yeah, what's going on here, Daddy?
Yeah.
Are you from North Korea?
Europeans actually, by and large, do not know how to throw a ball. Throwing a ball.
You ever seen Conor McGregor throw the first pitch?
It's
You ever seen him throw a football at the Dallas Cowboys
Disaster.
Stadium? Phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, but it's an American thing. So with rugby and soccer, you throw the ball this way. With rugby, you throw the ball this way.
Or this way?
Yeah,
Or
but
this?
yeah, but not
Underhand.
over like football and throwing a baseball. That's an American thing, man. Oh no,
He
God
shoves
bless him.
it.
God bless
He
him, though.
shoves it.
God bless.
An idea what you think of his arm ability.
To be fair though, I was around football for 8 years of my life. Like
God bless him.
I'm not good at it. Like I try every day,
You
but
can,
unless
you can attempt.
It'd
to
be
look,
better than
you
that,
can
but, like,
attempt
even-
to look
That's kind of
normal.
cool though, because he kind of shot put it.
yeah, handling it every day. It's
That's
not
how
like
most guys do it.
He's awesome.
It's it's just not his thing.
It's again like golf, tougher than it looks. If this is your first
Golf
time
is
doing
way
it,
tougher than football. That throw wasn't
Well,
bad.
terrible. I'm just saying it's tougher than it
Terrible.
looks.
Hard to tell.
Yes, you can teach somebody to throw a football correctly, but it's not like do this and then they can do it.
Big
There's a
George,
huge-
give him
yeah.
the mic. Big George, any sports growing up?
No.
Just weren't into it, or just not?
When I was a kid, they wanted me to join the wrestling team, and then right before I tried out, one of the kids was like, "Yes, we needed a big guy on our team," and I don't know, it made me feel some type of way about it. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he could complete the team because they need like a heavyweight. You know? So maybe that. Yeah, I get what. Yeah, I get it. Hey, let's take a little break. Where's Chatty Cathy today? We haven't seen each other in a while, man.
Well, I get excited.
Dude, you've been wrestling pythons and
dude,
alligators.
I'm going to Richmond, Virginia. No pythons there. I got to do the funny bone there.
I'm trying to think what you worry about in Richmond, Virginia.
I don't know. Maybe
There must be some wildlife. Maybe the homeless.
Can't think of a thing. Can't think of a thing to do. It's nice. I could ride horses.
You ride some horses. Might get kicked by a horse.
Maybe get kicked in the horse.
Now, the only dangerous thing I'm gonna have in Portland is the homeless there. Different kind of homeless.
Well, and it's very
you don't
woke.
know.
It's a very woke part of the world too, eh?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Whitest state in North America.
Yeah, very white people with sensible shoes and crazy
Different
facial
kind of
hair.
white. I'm excited
Crazy,
to see them,
yeah.
man.
Tattoos that
And you know
they
what they
don't
need? More coffee joints.
Well, it's
More
always
coffee
raining.
shops.
It's always raining.
It's always
so
raining.
They're always depressed. They got to get hopped up on blow and
Well,
caffeine.
dude, I'm bringing a lot of sunshine and laughs. That is next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, June 9th through 11th, Portland, Oregon. Helium, come get some.
Great club.
San Fran's right after that, June 17th through the 18th,
Cobb's.
Friday, Saturday at the Cobb's in San Francisco. And then just announced Fort Wayne, Indiana, July 14th through the 16th. San Diego is July 21st through the 23rd. Get your tickets now at thickboy.com.
Now, I want to talk to you about something.
Dude, I tell you what I don't like waiting on.
paycheck?
A paycheck,
No,
dude.
no.
Especially when the bills are popping, daddy.
Well, that's where the chime comes in. Let me explain something to you.
Yeah, tell me about
You
Chime.
can get your paycheck up to 2 days early
Wow.
with direct deposit.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, it's up to 2 days to save bills early. But you can pay bills, feel good about your money situation. Chime is more than just about getting paid early, though. It's an award-winning mobile app,
Wow.
checking account, debit card, and optional savings.
This
account.
is insane. So what are you waiting for? Hopefully not your paycheck. Get started with Chime today. Applying for a free account takes less than 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Get started at chime.com/fighter. That's chime.com/fighter.
chime.com/fighter.
Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank of Stride Bank, NA members FDIC.
And also, just so
early
you guys know-
access to direct
Yeah.
deposit funds depends on payer.
Yeah, early access to direct deposit.
Yes,
This is
so
really
that's so important. Again, that's chime.com/fighter. Get what? Yeah, I get it.
I went to American Top Team this weekend because, Thiago and Alves and I are close. Dustin Poirier came to the show.
That's my guy.
Yeah, and they're so great. And Mike Brown. So it's Mike Brown, Dustin Poirier, Thiago Alves, and his buddy. And then
At the gym.
Yeah, and so at Top Team, it's only for fighters now. You can't go in there if you're a civilian. They have it locked and stuff like that. And Dustin literally just laces up. He'd just gone 10 rounds. He just laces up and he goes, "Let's go." And this wasn't planned. I wasn't even warmed up. And I have it. I'm going to release it on video, but he's such a nice guy. And so he's hitting me in the body, he caught me in the face. So I had a mark, but like nothing. I got kind of ran into his thing. And then he hit me in the body a couple times. And I thought he was doing this. I thought he was going, "Hey, hey," like that. And then I watch it and it was fucking, like he was just using his arm. It's so hilarious how you think he's.
It's what he does, though. Yeah,
it's what he does. It's what he does.
You know that, though.
But we moved around for about 10 minutes.
Did you get with the anacondas and the
caught
crocodilos
a 11-foot python
with your hands?
Yes, tried to bite us. So the guy that we went out with, Python. This is all going to be on the show. Python.
And this is going to be on
Cowboy.
Bryan Callen's YouTube.
Yes, Bryan Callen's
and
YouTube.
then also
Called Best Of with Bryan Callen.
So Brian's doing that, and then also on Bryan Callen's YouTube is where he's going to release his special.
Correct.
And there's going to be, but we're going to drop a sizzle and a part of the special first, and then the special.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Brendan Schaub's going to be helping me with that
Correct.
marketing.
Produced by
because
Brendan,
You're the
yeah.
only one I trust.
Yes,
on
sir.
that.
I got you.
Somebody would say you're pretty good at that.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Kind of creative. I know you. Yeah, I know you have. I know you.
FCT.
I know you have CT. I know. But other than running everything and changing people's lives and also being really good at marketing, you should go get that check.
Yeah, I
but
know.
anyway, fucking dude, you go in the Everglades.
What do you want? Are you one of those platoons or one of those hovercrafts?
We're on a boat, and the guy goes, he's the guy who caught, I think, the biggest python on record. It's a 18-foot.
Tell me this.
Yeah.
Where'd you find this guy? How's that even start?
It's so python hunting is done in the Everglades because the Burmese python, which is an invasive species,
It's not
is
natural
so
there.
devastating.
It's not natural there,
yeah,
right?
It's so devastating. They're killing all the bobcats, all the possums, all the raccoons.
Hell yeah.
And they lay 80 eggs at a time.
Holy
in Burma, or wherever they're indigenous to, they lay 40 eggs. Now they lay 80 eggs. It's fucking crazy. Luckily now
it's rampant.
Yes, rampant beyond what you can think. And if you think you can get into those woods, we went to on those islands and you try to work. I'm crawling on my hands and knees. Good luck, dude. That's the jungle. And you got fucking water moccasins. You got all kinds of shit and big alligators.
And what are you wearing?
Big fucking alligators.
What are you wearing?
Well, Brendan, I had jeans on, rubber boots, and a t-shirt.
And did they tell you, like, hey, be careful, man, because there's all this danger? You're basically in Australia.
So Python Cowboy, his buddy, they got caught in weeds, and he's trying to push the boat out in the water. Water moccasin bit him on the ass. They couldn't get to a fucking helicopter.
Is this weekend?
Not this weekend.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
So they couldn't get to a fucking helicopter.
His buddy sucked his butt.
24 hours.
His buddy sucked his butt.
They tried for 24 hours. He went through the cycle and he survived. He vomiting, hallucinations, horrible. Survived it. Typically, you can die from a water moccasin bite. That's a serious.
Depends how big you are.
venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just went through the whole process, got him back. So we're on this boat, and he goes, "There are holes in the boat still, guys. So I need you in the back." And I think he's joking, and he goes, "No, I wasn't joking about that because the whole front goes down." We go in there. He catches this fucking turtle that's this big, a water turtle. Just held it up.
Did you kill him?
No, but that python. Now, when you grab a python,
Hold on,
sir,
is the python just in the water? Like you're like, oh, there it is.
they stay
There's
close
massive.
to the water. They
And
stay
they're
close to the water.
They're
'cause
kind of
like to
black
run
too, right?
They're
black brown.
No, bring up a Burmese python.
Is it black brown?
Also,
Yeah.
could I
I'm-
interject?
I'm thinking of anaconda.
Yeah. Now, a Burmese python, he got a 135-pound Burmese python. That's an 18-foot python. Now, let me explain something to you about that. It dragged him into the swamp.
Oh, there's Bryan and his friends. That's cool.
There we are. It
That's
dragged
Bryan
him
on the
into
far
the
left.
swamp. That thing will bite you. It bit him and opened an artery.
And now they're not venomous. For those listening,
No,
they're not venomous,
no.
but their bites are out of
they bite
control.
like a motherfucker, and they'll wrap you up. So that thing
I'm
bit
confused.
him.
Hold on, real
Yeah.
quick before you go on.
Yeah.
I was thinking of anacondas. We're talking about pythons.
This is python.
Gotcha.
Same family. The Burmese python is not much smaller than an anaconda. They
Really?
get to be 24 feet. Yes, they can weigh 400
Holy
pounds.
shit.
They're
And you
huge
caught something
animals.
like that?
Yes, sir. Now, mine was not that big, but in my mind it was, and you'll have to wait for the show to come out. But it was so much fun.
And how did you guys find them?
You go up on these islands and you look for them, and they're sunning themselves. They're out.
sunbathing.
Or you just follow their trails. The guy, so we saw skin first, and he goes, "That's a big
no.
python." And then it's there. We saw
Were
a
you
rat
scared?
snake.
Were you scared?
My heart was beating because it was. He goes, "Grab it!"
Oh, no.
And I grabbed that motherfucker and started pulling it out, and then
They're
it
so
turns
strong.
on you, dude.
They're
all muscle.
They're like,
They're all fucking muscle. Now
they don't want to be caught.
Now, if it's big enough, you can get $1,000 for that skin, and the state will pay you $500.
Oh, so how'd you guys kill it? Slap him over the head?
I leave that up to him. We put it in a bag, and he takes it and does his thing.
He's like, I'll take it from him.
Yeah. But you kill it humanely. Now, he showed us. I hope I'm not giving too much away for him, but showed us a scar here, where a 44 Magnum. They shot this alligator with a 44 Magnum, and the
head.
skull is so thick that part of the bullet ricochets into his body. That's how thick their skull is.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, did you see crocodiles and alligators?
We saw big alligators
Just chilling.
just
And
chilling.
you're in the water.
Just in the water.
I'm
I
out.
wasn't in the
I'm
water.
out,
I'm not in
dude.
the water, dude.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that.
Okay.
I'm not getting in the water with a
No,
13-foot
no,
alligator.
absolutely not.
You out of your mind?
Not for me. Not for me.
Oh no, they leave you alone until they don't.
Oh, until he's
Till they
starving.
don't. Till they clamp and roll.
So the alligators are just chilling, watching you guys destroy
Chilling.
their friends?
They're just chilling like this. You
With
just
their eyes
see-
up, just-
Now, if you have a dog, he hunts with his dog. Now, if you have a dog, he does. They do everything. They hunt wild boar. They do all that shit. If you hunt with a dog, you can't have that dog in the water. You
no,
understand? Because alligator, that's
That's the appetizer.
alligator come right to
What kind of dog we talking about there?
big old
a
hunt,
razorback?
No, like a catch dog. Like kind of looks like a
Oh, scallywag.
hound with some pit
Old
bull. Oh
scallywag.
yeah, tight in the ribs. I mean, you can see the ribs on that bad boy.
I like my dogs.
High, tight tummy.
Yeah.
Big old broad
In
chest.
shape.
Yeah. Floppy ears.
Ooh.
Big old maw for a mouth.
Ooh.
A maw
Set
for
of
a
balls
mouth.
on him, I bet.
Big old balls. Now, when you got a country dog like that, you're not castrating your dog.
No.
You keep
No,
that
no.
dog
No.
intact. son.
Yeah, I want to see that pink rocket at all times.
Now, here's what we didn't plan on. We're an hour in to the Everglades. And
This is stressing me out.
He goes, oh, Jesus. We got to go now. I go, what? He goes, we got a storm coming in. We got a crazy storm, but there's no cover, sir.
No, you're on a
There's
platoon.
no cover, sir. We're on a platoon, whatever the fuck.
Pontoon.
Pontoon boat.
All right, Jim.
Hey, man.
Just say it.
Hey, man.
You know what the fuck we're talking
We
about.
know what the fuck. Don't interrupt our story.
My bad,
Fuck
my
this.
bad.
Now,
dude.
now, Now
Bryan's the new crocodile hunter.
I'm the new crocodile hunter. Now we got to race back. I'm giving away a lot, but you can see it.
No, I'm
We're
in.
racing back.
I'm watching it.
And the sky gets black, and now you start hearing and the fucking rumbling thunder, and you start seeing that lightning. Now we're on a steel boat, so I'm like, hey, lightning. He's like, I go, you ever been struck by lightning? He goes, no. I'm like, okay. So we go now. Oh, you're going to see it on video. No bullshit aside. You see the storm coming at you. You see that we're going through a wall of water. And he goes, guys, this is going to really suck because I have to go really fast. So the rain's going to hit you and it's going to be really fucking cold.
But you could always jump out if you want with the take your chance with the crocodile.
Yeah. The cameraman started going to hypothermia. He was like, he had to cover himself. I had to do push-ups. I was so cold.
Now, you shot that on Saturday and they did shows that night?
Caught it all.
That's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
I'm sure you had fun.
Two shows after that.
It's a lot, right?
Well,
when you get up after the first show.
I'm sorry. So Sunday, that was Sunday. Saturday was the American top team.
It's a lot, though, right?
It's a lot.
And then after the first show, you're good.
Yeah.
Once you sit down after doing an hour plus of comedy, you sit down, you're like, ooh, man, I didn't get enough rest today.
That's right. Now
your
the
brain
secret,
goes, we're tired too, buddy.
The secret is a couple things. You'll appreciate this because Thiago Alves also gave me a bare knuckle. He's a bare knuckle middleweight champion.
That's right.
So he's giving me a bare knuckle, which is different than boxing.
But don't do that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
so much fun though.
Yeah,
but it's
bare
still,
knuckle though,
it's
right?
a workout though for
Oh,
old
yeah.
Bry. Old Bry gets worked out. So now we do that, and then I think so I have to do 2 shows after that. That's a lot, right? And then people come.
People don't realize it.
They don't realize
You have the meet and greet.
The meet and greet.
That's why, Mark, on the road, Jay wants to see everything. I'll go, you have an hour.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
One activity.
And after an hour, I'm out.
Yeah.
I go back, I shut it down.
You got to.
Have to.
Sleep and eating well. That's the other thing I
Hydration,
find.
Bubba.
Hydration. And I think just eating protein and fruit. Maybe you can talk about that.
No
love it. That's my
carbs.
favorite.
Yeah, we
Right?
don't do
No
heavy
carbs,
carbs.
fuck carbs.
Yeah, that's my favorite combo. For if you're trying to lose weight and you wanted a simple principle, and actually David Lucas has been texting me pictures of what he's eating. He texted me something last night, like berries and beef. He's like,
Rogan's gonna pay David or Red Band $100,000 whoever loses more
David's
weight by
on his
September.
shit. David's gonna
100
do
grand?
it.
100
Yeah.
Woo!
And just
David goes, how much money that dude have, man?
Enough.
I went enough for $100,000 to watch you lose
$100,000.
weight.
if
That's so
if you ate greens, berries, or whatever your favorite fruit is, and steak every meal, tell me you wouldn't.
I feel better.
It's almost difficult to overeat.
That's all
with
Daddy
those
eats.
things. Yeah,
I feel
I'm
better.
never hungry, dude.
I know.
yeah.
It all started with my teeth. I went, dude, hold up. I went
let's
to your
talk
dentist.
about this.
Dude, no, let's interlock fingers. I went to your
Okay, okay.
dentist.
You went to my dentist. You went to my guy.
I was-
John Shavs. How great is he?
I was terrified. He comes in, the assistant's there. Not my favorite, whatever. So she's there. She's kind of a little rough, right? And he comes in, dude. He goes, listen, your wife told me how scared you are of the dentist. You came to the right place. He's very calm. I'm like, oh, I like the way he's talking right now. Go on. He's
been doing it a long
And he
time.
goes, I'm not here to get money out of you. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a scan of your teeth. We're not going to scan all of them because you don't need that. It's only the back, right? He goes, anywhere else you go, they're going to scan all of them, get their money. I'm not doing that. I can tell it's just these. We're going to do that. So I'm going to scan them. Then I'm going to discuss with you what I think we should do. I go, I'm telling you, you can scan them. I have 2 cavities up top here, 2 cavities bottom here. Same thing on both sides. He goes, we'll see, okay? We'll see. She'll take care of you. Does it, comes back, he goes, I have good news for you. I have good news and bad news. I go, okay, what's the good news? He goes, you don't have any cavities. He goes, your teeth aren't hurting because of cavities. Your teeth are hurting because you grind your teeth so much from stress and all that. And he goes, and it's the way your jaw is structured. He goes, your top are inverted and you have a really strong bottom jaw.
Is that from getting hit or no?
No,
Okay.
he goes, it's the way you were born.
Yeah.
And he goes, this is the other good thing. You're genetically, and I've heard this before, he goes, your teeth, you're genetically gifted in your teeth. He's like, and he was showing me, he's like, you know how to read an
Your whole
x-ray?
body is pretty strong.
He goes, you know how to read an x-ray? And I go, not really. He goes, look, you see where it's white? See where it's white? You want that to be really dense. He goes, look at your teeth. These are the most dense teeth we've seen in years.
Wow.
He's like, your teeth are very
Your
strong.
bones too.
Yeah, he's like, your teeth are very strong and they're deep, like the roots of them they're deep, man. He's like, so this is all good. He goes, now, what toothpaste are you using? I got sent this toothpaste that's like a charcoal that doesn't have fluoride in it. He goes, so it's a combination of that and you grinding your teeth. He goes, you need fluoride, dude. He He goes, that's why
need
teeth.
fluoride.
And he goes, so your teeth hurt now? He goes, because you can't see it because it's on a small scale. So your teeth have holes in them. Everyone's teeth does have these little holes in them. But usually the fluoride covers that. Because you grind your teeth, and you don't use fluoride, all that's gone. So those are open and they open. So let me guess, hot, cold, and sugar hurt it? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, those nerve endings they're bare right now, man. Because you're grinding your teeth so much.
Get that charcoal shit out of your
I was so embarrassed. So he goes, he goes, I'm not here to make money off you, dude. He goes, for you, it's a long-term play. If you want to fix this, because you don't have to, and you'll be fine. And you've seen.
So what would they do about your
Invisalign?
No, but what about how do you cover that?
Fluoride.
That's it?
Well, I have like prescription strength fluoride stuff I put on every day, every night, and midday.
Okay.
And then I use a prescription. I have to get a prescription strength fluoride toothpaste. It's so intense, and a soft brush.
And a soft brush.
But I need Invisalign, and I go tomorrow because they took the scan of my teeth, and I have to get Invisalign because he says your teeth are straight and all that stuff. But he goes the way the top is.
Yeah.
He goes, you're always going to deal with this if you don't fix it. He goes, you can fix it, but he goes again, if you can manage this pain, which sometimes it gets out of control, Daddy.
Yeah.
He goes, if you can manage this pain, don't do anything. But if you want to fix it where it's not going to be a problem with you grind your teeth.
Yep.
Put this Invisalign, it's going to spread the top out.
Well, because I can see you got dick sucking lips. You've always had great lips, right?
Hides my teeth.
Yep. But your top, I can start to see your top two teeth. You're looking a little like Pennywise, and that's okay.
That's
so
fine.
we're gonna take care of that. Now you're gonna be Invisalign for how many years? 3 or 4?
No, not
time.
that long at all.
No?
I found out more tomorrow. He goes, I'm going to show you what your teeth are going to look like at the end of using Invisalign.
Let me see your teeth.
No, it is no.
Oh, you're all right though. You got straight.
That's what he said. He was like, your teeth are straight.
straight
He's like,
teeth.
it's just the structure of it since you were a kid. It's always been like this. And then now because of
open you
stress and all that, you got to open up. Because stress, you're grinding. And because you're not a night grinder. I'm like, no, I sleep with my mouth open. I don't snore. He's like, yeah. You're grinding during the day when you're stressed out because of work or whatever.
Wow.
He's like, you're grinding your teeth.
I do too. That's when my teeth.
Isn't that weird?
Your teeth crack too.
No, I'm not cracked.
Okay.
Because my teeth are so strong. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
And that's great.
How funny is that? He's like,
Not so bad,
He's like,
man.
you don't have any cavities.
Not so
I
bad.
went, what?
And you went to a dentist who wanted to say it's going to cost you $50,000.
$54,000. Yeah.
Yeah. And what did he want to do?
All sorts of shit. Like basically, give me gold fronts. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah. He's gonna be sick, but
Yeah, but it's like going to a mechanic and you know nothing about cars, and they're like, "Well, you need this, this, and the other thing." You go to a guy like John Schaub's.
Oh, he was so nice.
Yeah.
He was great. He really helped me
He's
out.
been there a long time.
Really helped me out.
Yep.
Really
I
helped me
told
out.
you.
But like I said, he was like, you can if you can manage it. And I go, here's the thing, Doc. I love the way I look because I'm not eating sugar anymore because it hurts my teeth. So I almost don't want to fix them. He goes, do whatever you want. That's how you feel. Do it. You're fine. You're not gonna die.
So he didn't recommend covering them with a veneer or anything like that.
He said you could.
Wow.
He's like, there's multiple
But
things
the
you do.
fluoride's going to get it so you're not. And when you eat meat and stuff, it doesn't hurt.
When I eat meat, it doesn't hurt. Just like no sugar, no candy, no hot,
So
no cold.
Good, though. It's good.
That's what I told him.
Remind you of that.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Fuck, that's good.
That's strange.
But whiskey's okay.
Whiskey's fine. I just had some before this. I had a meeting about my whiskey.
I feel like your whiskey is getting a lot of really good reviews.
Yeah, we just had a big, and these guys who I don't know, my boy Whiskey Pete, he goes, hey, do you know these guys? They're big in the whiskey industry. Like they're big in the Texas area. These we just posted. Jimmy, bring it up. I'll give them a shout out. No, it's on my account. Okay. We posted it yesterday. But they give reviews of top whiskey. I don't know these guys. Didn't send them a bottle. We don't send people bottles. None of that stuff. They just these guys did it, and they're at Bourbon Junkies. They're the Bourbon Junkies.
Yeah.
And man, these guys gave it a great review.
Well, Rogan called me just like basically it's like, have you tasted this whiskey? It's really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know.
Yeah, I had a meeting this morning. It got me crunk about it, just blowing this thing up. So
What is my percentage? I haven't even worked this out.
I know we got to figure it out because I got to wet my beak too off everything, right?
What?
Off everything, though, right? Because my back hurts from carrying everybody.
What are you talking
I
about?
just told everybody how it helps somebody.
Hold on, I
no,
know,
my back,
but-
Daddy's back's hurting, right?
But
So my beak's dry, right?
No, but my
beak's dry.
beak's been in the desert. I'm in the fucking sand.
Yeah, I know,
dude. I don't
I
want to
know.
have to start spreading rumors. No, I'm saying I don't want to have to start doing that.
Now, Daddy,
Look at me. Bitter.
bitter. Now, this is gonna sting a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, Daddy's beak's been dry for a while, helping you out.
Yeah.
I'm behind the Reddit. Can you imagine? Daddy's beak is dry.
Oh boy. I always thought of you.
Yeah, I knew it was you.
Guy like this.
No, dude. Oh, here's the other thing, B. I've gotten so many friends have told me how good Top Gun is.
Oh yeah, I got to talk about
So many people.
Yeah.
Todd Feldman, who
Tell me it was good though. Don't fuck me up.
dude. So
And
Todd
don't give
Feldman,
anything away.
I'm not. So Todd Feldman, who represents the director, he's like, dude, I'm telling you, the Top Gun for years. He's like, your boy Miles Teller's in it, who's one of my first friends I made in L.A. There's so many reasons I should see it. I've never been a big Top Gun guy.
No.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh, whatever.
You know, like-
yeah, whatever. I had the video game Top Gun. I
You would have
enjoyed
been a
that.
Navy SEAL, not a fighter.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't fit in those
Yeah, I
planes
can't fit in the
anyway.
plane. I'm too
Yeah.
big. It was never my thing. But it's so many reviews I've seen. I'm like, oh, well, fuck sakes, dude. And then Jay, who does not talk like this, texts me because we text nonstop. And I go, dude, what have you been doing? He goes, me and his wife. He goes, we went to the movies. I go, what'd you see? He goes, Top Gun. I go, how was it? In Jay's words, and he doesn't talk like this. He goes, phenomenal. I go, Jesus. I went relaxed.
That's big.
Yeah, I went relaxed.
I mean,
I went phenomenal. What
I gotta go.
What are you, our dad? That's what my dad says after he eats a good meal. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
So I go, all right, we got to see it. So it was a random, what day did I go see it? I think, Saturday night. Did a date night with wife. We go there. She's born and raised in Mexico. She doesn't know shit about Tom Cruise, Top Gun, nothing. She goes, I didn't see the first one. I go, I don't think you have to. They do a good job. You don't have to. She cried 4 times during the movie. Dude, it got done. I've never seen this happen in a movie. It got done. The entire theater stood up and clapped.
What?
My girl, tears.
Dude,
Mexican
Tom
shit.
Cruise.
Mexican shit. Tears.
I gotta watch this movie.
that's
I'm
what-
taking my son.
I watched the whole movie like
tonight.
this. It's so intense and so entertaining. The whole movie like this.
Dude, I'm taking my son and my daughter tonight.
It's so good.
I'm doing that.
And it hits
tonight.
you right in the feels. And you don't need to see the first one. They do such a great job of telling the story of the past.
Yeah.
So you just need to know the major
And I
points.
hear Miles Teller looks so much like Anthony Edwards.
Oh, he's good.
He's good, that kid.
Oh.
He's good, right?
I'm telling, and it's so dope because Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible and the shit. How long are you gonna pretend he's not 50?
Right.
Doing all these stunts and shit like this. In this one, he actually takes a back seat and
Oh my
acknowledges that he's older and he plays like the mentor. Like he acknowledges his age and he's getting older and his time has
That's the
passed.
first time for him.
It's first time.
That's a first
It's
for him.
so good, dude. When it starts, this isn't a spoiler. When it starts, Tom Cruise, street clothes. Hey everybody, Tom Cruise here. We specifically made sure this movie didn't come out. It's been done for years, 4 years, I think. He goes, we specifically made sure this movie was to be seen in a theater. The G-forces are real. The jets are real. We did this just for you guys.
Got to go to the theater for this.
Oh, have to go to theater.
Oh, I'm going.
And I'm a big no theater guy, dude.
Me too.
Fan.
Oh, I'm going.
Fantastic.
I'm 100% going.
I'm telling you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, just to give you a little heads up.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes, a little cheesy. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I made a mistake coming. Everyone's lame as shit.
Well, a little bit
Because
like da, 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 America, right? Yeah.
which I'm on board with.
Yep.
I wore
Yep.
a fucking American bandana
Yep.
like Hulk
Yep.
Hogan.
Yep.
But the thing is they keep referring to each other as their pilot names. So they're going, hey, Hangman, what's up, Top Dog? Oh, what's up, Sonic? And I'm just like, well, let's use each other's real names and stop talking like that.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, oh, this movie's super corny.
Yeah.
It gets past that.
I ever tell you the story
It gets
about I
past
was
that.
writing a script about a soldier. I'm still working on it. About a soldier, special forces guy. It's a whole story about this thing. It's actually timely for today. And so I was like, I'm hiking and I run across this woman and I decide I'm gonna try this character out. And
Like play the character.
yeah, I want to play the character. So I pretended to be a special forces guy just back from Afghanistan and I'm looking out and I go, the topography is the same.
And she's just hiking past you like,
Yeah,
excuse
she's
me.
looking at me like she had a dog I was pet. And she's kind of a matronly woman,
Meaning?
a housewife matronly.
Keep going.
She's not a fitness model.
Okay.
And
It's not Meg the
Jordan
Stallion
Peterson
hiking.
would say what?
Yeah.
That's right. And so
Peters would say not
I'm
beauty.
going through all this. I'm going through, and it's just her. I'm not a big fan of pretending you're a soldier when you're not.
Sure, because
especially-
we've met those guys.
Yes, but
Yes, they're the
but
worst.
I'm doing it with somebody because I'm working on the script to try to get in the
Yeah.
headspace.
It's stolen valor,
Being an
however you
actor,
pitch this,
I'm-
but go ahead.
It's stolen
Yeah,
valor.
you're
It's
stealing
stolen
the valor, yeah.
and I should get beat up for this. But
You'll be punished by Tim Kendall.
but I did get punished because what happened was about a year later, A year later, I walked into an audition room. She was
The casting agent.
Oh
she
God.
was one of the producers.
That's Hollywood for
who
you.
worked for a network. And
It hurts.
my buddy goes, he goes, they don't want you. She's like, you're never allowed to be part of the show. And I was like, he goes, I don't know why. And I go,
God, how
I know
deep-
why.
how deep did you get
I was
into
like,
it, dude?
I know why. I know why. Because she's looking at me like a piece of shit. When in my mind, I'm trying, I'm a method actor.
Yeah.
You know how when you're a method actor, you have to walk around like you're the character.
Yeah. I would've
This is
told
when
you,
I was,
yeah.
this is when I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to play the character. I wanted to play the role.
You got too deep, Daddy.
I'm writing my own role. You can't, yeah.
Did the dog
Actually,
bark? Did
no.
the dog bark? You went.
Actually,
That's.
but you can
Did
do
you-
that.
This is the
if
most
you're an
Curb Your
actor, you
Enthusiasm,
can
yeah.
do that.
Did the dog bark? You went. "Oof, that's triggering for me. When I was on a secret mission.
I
in
don't
Afghanistan.
remember. I don't
Right.
When I was on a
What was your
secret
way
mission,
into it?
when I was
I'm
on a secret
embarrassed to
mission in
say it.
Afghanistan,
Yeah.
a dog barked and I
Oh,
killed it with
dog
my
barked.
bare hands, and the family watched me.
No, I would have said this. That reminds me of a wolf I had to slay. I would just say that.
She go, you slayed wolves?
Yeah, well, it came at me.
Now, when you're single, I could see you doing that bit, trying to attract a hot chick.
Nope, this was all for me. This is me trying to work on my acting.
How did it start? Like how
I was
did
petting her
Combo start?
dog,
Yeah.
and she
okay.
said, "What do you do?" And I was like, "Well, I just got back from Afghanistan."
Oh, you should have went, what do I do? You should have went, you're welcome for your freedom.
Basically, what I did.
She goes, excuse me?
That's
Go,
what I did.
you having fun out here hiking?
was looking at me.
You having fun out here hiking, not getting shot at? Is that fun for you?
Don't get me wrong. I loved it. Like it was the other day.
Oh, yeah.
The other
Hey,
day,
not the first time.
My
you did it,
friend's
is it?
wife.
Not the first
What?
time. Not the first time.
Well, I'll
How many
do
people
that.
have told you you're a fighter, right?
Oh, my God.
If I'm not around, right?
Well-
Daddy's not around to ring you in.
Well, I'll give.
At ATT?
I give
What do we tell them?
tutorials.
What lie did
I
we
give
tell them?
tutorials.
If Daddy's there, right?
Right.
If I'm there,
Well, I got
you
Thiago.
control yourself.
I got Mike Brown. I got Thiago Alves. I'm not both.
They don't.
Dustin
But
Poirier.
they don't know though, right?
No, they
not
know.
like
They-
Daddy. Not like Daddy.
Yeah,
Not like Daddy.
well-
How many street fights do you tell them about?
A lot.
Yeah,
dude, a
yeah,
lot.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
down.
But if I'm there,
Yeah.
Chill
No, I'm
out.
not gonna. Well, I can't lie in Top Team because I'm watching Olympians and famous fighters walk by me. I'm like, well,
did you
I
see
know that
Kayla
guy.
Harrison? That's her home gym too.
I didn't see her.
Ooh, I'd love her to get her hands on you.
She would crush me.
Mollywop.
Bring up Kayla Harrison. She's there.
She'd mollywop.
Yeah, she spars with guys, and she walks around at about 170. Yeah.
She was on Food Truck a little bit ago.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah. Good luck fighting her. She's making a lot of money too. She's no two-time Olympian, I believe.
Yep. Judo.
Look at her.
Savage.
Savage.
And
you know,
two-time gold medalist.
Yeah, and she, you
Oh
know,
my
she
God,
re-signed
that's
with she
good.
re-signed with PFL, which
You
I
want
wish she would have came to
no-
the
Because she
UFC.
doesn't like people be like Ronda Rousey. She's like, well, one of us won 2 gold medals. So
Yeah, Ronda won the bronze.
She's a 45er, right? Because she was walking around.
55er in PFL. They don't have, like
That's a strong, large woman.
But did she
There's like
maybe
one other
once-
girl for her to fight, and it's
Yeah.
Cyborg, and Cyborg's in fucking.
Yeah. Oh
Bellator.
my lord, is she built like a brick shit?
She's so good.
yeah.
But again, to me, like I get like financially, you can stay there and make your $1 million nut, and that's fine. But sometimes with the UFC, the juice is worth the squeeze because if you're that dominant in the UFC with the UFC marketing machine behind you, PFL is great. I'm not hating on PFL.
Yeah.
It ain't the UFC. It's like if you're the best quarterback in the CFL, you're balling. You're making good money. You're doing well. You're not the starting quarterback in the NFL going to the Pro Bowl, getting endorsements, getting the marketing, getting these ESPN deals. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
what people don't
there's a
realize
difference.
also is Kayla learned her training partner. One of her main training partners was
Amanda Nunes.
Thank
And
you.
Amanda Nunes left.
yes.
And now Amanda and her down to fight. Amanda's like, I was completely down to fight her, but she's PFL. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like if she was serious about it, she was signed with the UFC. I agree with Amanda on that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's badass.
But then again, for Kayla, this might be. She's like, I'm gonna stay here another 3 years, complete dominance, and just get better with experience, make all the money,
Yeah,
and then I'll come over.
because I think she still wants to work on her striking and all that stuff. But she's got the best coaches in the world. Dustin is when I saw him, I was like, well, you couldn't be thicker. Your shoulders couldn't be broader. I couldn't be happier with his body.
He's great.
He wants to fight at 70 for the first couple fights maybe and see what happens. Because 55 is a nightmare for him. Fucking
Cutting down, yeah. And now he's at a point where he can just do super fights. Like
that's what I
like
said.
Kim versus Colby's great.
Right. Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's the fight he wants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, Colby is ATT. Yeah.
Yes, I know. And no longer.
Colby's probably fighting Khamzat in I think July or August.
What's
on
your
ABC.
call on that? Same thing that happens? What happens?
What do you mean, same thing?
What is the same thing that he wins? Khamzat. I think money's on Khamzat, but that's obviously
Khamzat's a slight favorite.
He's got his hands full.
There's a big question mark, and it's if Khamzat's team, and he has some of the best coaches in the world, and you get in his corner, the coach is like, "What are you doing, dude? Stick to the game plan.
Yes.
Don't get in a dogfight. Like
Yeah.
use your length, stay on the outside, jab." Khamzat's just, he's not that experienced. He's never been a top echelon guy. If he didn't learn from that Gilbert Burns fight, and he tries to do the same thing with Colby, he'll lose every round.
Is that right?
Every round.
But I feel like Gilbert's a better striker than Colby.
Oh, no.
Am I wrong?
No. He's more powerful.
Yeah.
He's not a better striker.
Okay, but more powerful is big.
Not really.
Yeah.
And remember,
Is he much bigger than Colby?
no, he's smaller.
Khamzat?
No, I'm saying Gilbert Burns is smaller than Colby.
Yeah,
Colby's
thick.
a big fucking kid.
Colby's pretty big, but
Yeah.
I feel like
Khamzat's tall.
Yeah. Well, he could fight 85 very easily, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
He has some work to do at 70.
He's got some
He
work
just
to
needs
do at
to.
70.
He just needs to make adjustments to beat a guy like Colby. I think they put him up there too fast, too soon. I think you should have got some experience, maybe 5 through 10, instead of going 2 to 1 to champion.
Yeah.
That's not the time to get experience.
Islam Makhachev fights Oliveira, I believe, right? Next. Is that what's going on? I think
That's what they want. Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't know who beats Islam.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Islam's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, hopefully Poirier gets one of those big fights. A Nate Diaz is there for him. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
I don't think Colby's
I think
happening.
that might be the one he's looking
Yes,
for.
that's the fight he wants.
Yeah.
Him versus Nate's a fantastic fight.
Yeah.
Would sell all the
I never know what to
pay-per-views.
say because you obviously are in the know, so I never know. I don't want to spill beans. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
That's what
he
they want.
wants.
Yeah.
That's a great fight. For
And
him.
Nate's ready.
Yeah. It's
Dustin's
a
ready.
money fight for both of them.
Great fight. Two legends,
fight.
dude. Two big names. Like
Yeah.
for Dustin, like that's the move, dude. Those big fights. Yeah, because I don't think
I had a long talk
I don't
with
think
Dustin
Colby
about
one's
how
gonna
he
happen.
stays humble, and it was really interesting because he was just like, I just stay a student. Every day I'm learning something new. Every day, working
Yeah.
on something. He loves it. He loves the game. He's like,
I'm doing a hot second.
46 fights, sir. Think
All the
about
fights, all the experience.
32 years old.
He has a good bourbon. He has a good hot
Oh,
sauce.
great hot sauce. He
Yeah.
gave me some of it. It was fucking delicious.
Yeah, his bourbon's fucking fantastic too. Really good.
So cool. Yeah, it was really fun. Good weekend, man. What fights do we have coming up?
You don't have the pay-per-view till July. The big pay-per-view is July 4th or 3rd.
Rosenstruck versus Volkov, I think, this weekend.
That's not a big fight.
Yeah, that's not a big fight.
Please don't make
Don't
me
care.
break that
Don't
down.
care.
Yeah, please don't ask me about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know me neither.
Why don't I care sometimes? I guess.
Well, because these fight nights they put on a lot of times, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had 2 food trucks this past week. We had Balil Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
He's ranked number 5 right now, and he's supposed to get a big fight at welterweight. He
Where's
wants
from?
Khamzat.
Dagestan?
No. He's from Chicago.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
He's Palestinian.
Yeah, he's Palestinian.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, close though.
Oh,
And then we had Cheeto Vera on as well. Yeah. And Cheeto food truck drops tomorrow. Cheeto's one of my favorite people.
Bilal. Yeah.
Bilal, yeah.
Muhammad,
He's
yeah.
great, man.
Yeah, both those guys,
Wow.
their personalities
Yeah,
don't
Habibi.
come through, without this long
Look at him.
form. They're so great.
He's won 10 out of 11 fights.
Wow.
Number 5 in the world right now.
Where's he at? What camp?
Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah. Small camp, not like a big boy camp.
Your boy Cat called. A guy walked by the cage at American Top Team, and he had the best body. I'm a little gay. He had the best body I've ever seen in my life. You would have lost your mind. And he walks by, and I go, literally, like my buddy Kevin Mack was like, Bryan, what are you doing? I go, my chin out was like, whoa. I go, you walking around with a body like that? What the fuck? Look at his body. And then even Dustin and everybody was like, Jesus Christ, Jesus. Turns out he's Egyptian, handsome, long, scraggly hair.
Judo guy?
He was on the Egyptian Olympic wrestling team.
Oh, there you go.
And I went, oh.
And they're trying to convert him into MMA.
His body was so good.
Heavyweight?
No, he was like probably my guess would be he'd fight at 70, probably 85. Just that
Thick.
kind of guy. But not thick, just like he looked like a Calvin Klein
He's
god.
like shredded.
Fucking ridiculous.
Current
Lean
Mr.
too,
Olympia
huh?
from Egypt.
I catcalled him. My friend goes, "You were inappropriately catcalling him." But then everybody started talking about his body. All of us were like, "Jesus, what the fuck is going on with that guy?"
Oh, bro, you know what I watched? I finished Staircase, which we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Can't get enough of that. And I just started Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah.
It's getting dark. Their budget's so high now. Like, when did Stranger Things become a straight up fucking horror? It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot. It's dark, dude. But I got into both of those, and then what was I going to tell you? Yeah, I got into both of those. I watched both of those. Saw Top Gun.
Happy with the legs.
Oh, thanks, Daddy.
I'm happy with the high shorts too.
Yeah, I keep it high, man.
Well, you're giving us
jean shorts
giving
on
us your
yesterday.
thighs, man.
You know what? I feel
You're
like
not
you
shy.
guys have earned it.
No, I know, and I kind of feel the way I do when I was looking at that Egyptian's body. There you go.
That Egyptian Shred City, huh?
No, dude, it would make you feel bad. You know what I
Really?
mean?
Do we think he's all natural though? Hey, you know what? I'll answer that. Who cares?
Yeah. Well,
Hey, I'll answer that.
yeah.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
also a combination of his mocha brown skin, his
I
Egyptian
feel it.
skin.
It's like sexy Yama.
Like Arabic people are some of the most beautiful fucking people you've ever seen in your life. For
sure.
Like Middle Eastern in general. Like, forget it. Go to Lebanon. You'll lose your mind.
Gorgeous, man.
God damn. Egypt. That's where like one of the cradles of civilization. But it was like astonishing. Literally all of us in that cage, everybody in there, including the fighters, got a little gay looking at him.
Hey, how could you not?
Yeah. It's that joke about his back being a barrel of snakes. If you have a snake phobia, don't look at his back.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. So I watched, it's best special I've seen in a hot second. Ricky Gervais.
Oh, really?
Bro,
Really?
Siv. He goes so hard in the paint on transgender. Dude, it's so funny.
I'm all over this.
Bro, this joke that he has, he goes, he's talking about, like, you know, how equal rights and all this stuff. And he goes, listen, I'm a white, heterosexual, multimillionaire. He goes, there's 1% of us in the world. He goes, you don't see me talking about, he goes, I'm basically the Rosa Parks, but I've earned my way so I don't have to ride on buses. Dude, he goes so hard in the paint. But I think because
what is it on Netflix? Oh, I gotta watch.
It's the best special you see in a house. He's so fucking brilliant.
He's so good. Well, I think. By the way, I think TV shows some of the best ever.
Oh, The Office.
The Office,
Great,
and extras. I mean,
and
astonishing.
then when he hosts the Oscars, there's nobody better. Dude.
Elon Musk defense comedian over controversial new Netflix special. Thank you. Hey, I'm loving Netflix for just saying fuck off. What was
dude.
There's backlash over this too?
I'm sure he talks about transgenders and then how he's, the 1%.
Whatever.
He goes, I'm a white heterosexual multimillionaire. There's 1% of us in the world. You don't see me complaining. Dude, it's so brilliant and so well thought out, and just he's such a savage with it, dude. Yeah, it's
No apology.
I gotta be honest, it's the first time like an actual stand-up comedy special I've watched and laughed out, like literally laugh, and my girl too, laugh out loud funny.
all over that.
Oh, it's fucking good.
I'm all over that.
It was so funny. So good.
That's really cool, man. That's really cool. Do you? What I think is also interesting is how we break up into these two teams on this gun control shit. Like it's just like I worry like the Democrats want to have a domestic terrorism bill. It's like guys go, oh, and then the Republicans feel like I feel like they want to do nothing. And it's like what is the? I don't even
There
get
has
into the
to be a
debate.
middle ground.
I think.
It can't. I'll tell you right now, it can't be what we're doing.
Well, this fucking this,
It can't be what we're
pistol
doing.
and rifle Marine instructor was like when you're a Marine and you have to take a 2-week course every year on weaponry. I think the biggest thing is that the left is misinformed on like AK-47s or AR-15s account for like 3% of all of the, even though they're the most like flashy.
With the mass shootings.
And then there's and then
those.
Biden's like high caliber weapons like 9mm. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's just
All I know is what we're doing is not working.
Right.
There has to be a middle ground.
Something's-
And also, it's
something's
the biggest thing is a mental health
Yes.
issue. And then also, I think social media needs to take some accountability, because that kid that shot those 4th graders, there are so many signs
Yeah.
on social media that posing. How Instagram, Twitter,
It's hard
Facebook.
to find it though because
No.
they have an AI.
I'm not doing that. I'm
they
not
have
doing
an
that.
AI thing
No,
now.
I'm not doing that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. You can't tell me, it's such a big conglomerate, we can't see everything. You can though.
Yeah.
If someone posts a gun, whether it's a hunter or somebody with mental health issues, someone posts a gun, that account should be there should be. They have the algorithm where they can do it.
Bubba. If you start flagging,
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not. I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying that.
That-
you know, I'm pro gun here.
No, I know.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, no matter who it is,
Yeah.
whether it's Joe Rogan or this fucking idiot who shot up the school,
Yeah.
if you post a picture of a gun, I'm not saying we'd shadow ban or flag it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it notifies.
somebody
you might want to look into
somebody
it.
gets something to look.
Somebody might want to look into it. You can have an agency that's responsible for that. But also, an 18-year-old shouldn't be able to purchase those type of guns. The
Well-
gun owners can't say, like the kid who shot Buffalo. He went to the gun store, bought those automatic rifles, right? And all the ammunition. The guy goes, oh, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm just going camping.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Well, it feels like
It's a mental health issue. It's not a gun issue.
Yeah, it's a mental health issue. But the larger point that I was thinking about is this: is that I think from what people are going bad on the police department, but I think what happened was two of the guys, they contained him in the classroom, and two of the cops got shot. Is that true?
No,
I don't know.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
they did.
I talked to a cop. About this.
Okay.
Because I went hard in the paint. I go, these fucking cops. Because I said, if something happened at my son's school, I said, I promise you, there's not a police force in this country that could stop me from going to that school. You're going to have to shoot me in the back in order to stop me from grabbing my son and defend him. I go, I promise you're going to have to shoot me in the back. He goes, cool. He goes, here's the thing. He goes, the alarming thing is the guy was outside of the school shooting for 12 minutes.
That's what's really weird.
That's alarming. He goes, they should.
What does that mean? One shot? What does that mean?
No, multiple shots.
Yeah.
So he goes, that's the first warning they should have got to before
in a state
that.
where everybody has a gun.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
So that's where they fucked up first. The biggest part, he goes, you got to realize it goes from an active shooter to almost a hostage situation. He goes, hostage situation, we can't rush in.
That's right.
He goes, and this is what
People can
Americans
die that way too.
Yes.
That's what I talked to.
But this is where it gets dicey. Cops who had children in the school went in and got their kids. But then the parents who wanted to go in, they weren't let in. Then the cops weren't the first ones to go in. It was Border Patrol who went in first.
A guy who was
not the cops.
A guy who was off duty, I think.
Yeah, and then when you talk to I have several friends who are big time cops, they go, the issue is those cops were scared. As you can tell, they were scared and they didn't want to risk their lives to go in there. And he goes, when you sign on that dotted line to be a cop,
that's not acceptable.
Yeah, he goes, when you sign that dotted line to go in as a cop, it is your responsibility.
But we had SWAT team. SWAT was there, right?
Way later, though, Bubba. Way later. They royally fucked up, Bubba.
I think that's the biggest issue.
'Cause the other thing when it comes-
if it's a hostage situation, you're never going to rush in because you can get hostages.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: is there were children that I can't. This is so dark, but there's children who were shot where if they were able to get them help, they would have survived.
I know.
Because they're bleeding out. But by taking whatever it was 47 minutes, those children died.
Well, no, it's unacceptable. If you have a shooter,
Oh, it's mishandled. No matter how you paint it, it's mishandled. But when a cop goes, it's tough because you can't say active shooter because it started off an active shooter. Then it becomes a hostage situation and we can't rush in. Yeah. But at some point,
but if you're hearing
if you know kids are dying, you have to.
You got it, right?
You have to.
If you hear shots are fired, I think I don't know.
I don't fuck with the left or right on this. I think they're both idiots.
Yeah,
I don't like any like Ted Cruz idea. Will we have raised more money to make the doors stronger? What the fuck?
Yeah. Or cops or teachers should have guns. But I think what people don't realize about extreme violence like that is that unless you're training all the time, somebody comes in with an AR-15 and starts blowing people away, you're going to freeze. Teachers thinking about teaching the kids. I mean, it's really. I was thinking about they have AI technology where how if you see smoke, the fire alarm goes on. It'd be so cool to have like some kind of a fucking gun turret that just activates when some asshole shows up with a gun, just and just shoots him right there.
Here's the thing, B. During the pandemic, they were going over school safety. And this is just California alone. I don't know other states. I live here, so it's on the news all the time. They raised $1 billion for school safety. $1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion. Do you know where's that money allocated? Do you know?
Well,
hold on. Do you know? Because here's my idea.
Yeah.
That $1 billion.
Yeah.
What if you had two cops,
trained
cops,
trained,
or former SEAL, whatever you want to do. Someone who's handy with a fucking pistol.
Former operators,
who
special
deal with high pressure
operators.
situations.
Yeah.
You have two of them in each school. Now, are
I'm
you
with you on
going to $1 billion?
I'm with you on that.
$1 billion. You offer those guys $100,000. They're foaming at the bit to do it. So you get someone who's can allocate to each school, which $1 billion can cover all this. They're fancy with a gun. It not only is it going to deter the mass shooters
with a gun.
They're accurate. Not only is it going to deter the mass shooters if there's a guy with a fucking assault rifle at the schools. So they're going to be like, all right, I got to take him out. Well, all right, you taking him out is going to notify everybody. We're going to be able to stop before you go. Yeah. But also, if you pay those guys, again, if they see that's going to deter them. Now, is it going to stop everyone? No, I'm sure it's still going to happen. But it's at least a step in the right direction.
Well, also, dude, I mean, like this.
Tell me where that $1 billion is going, Newsom.
This woman shot, a 37-year-old woman shot a guy with an AK who started shooting, or an AR-15, started shooting at a crowd. She shot him fucking dead.
In Texas?
So, yeah, man, I kind of know where it was. But for me, it's like, I am sorry. Right now we have crazy people in the world. We don't know how to deal with mental illness. We don't know how to deal with people who get these. When we have 500 million guns in circulation or something like that. Okay.
The toothpaste is out of the tube.
It's out of the tube.
Can't go back
for
in.
Me,
in America, we can't go back in.
When an asshole like that or a crazy person comes in and starts shooting at a school, I want him dead right away, and I want bullets going the other way. That's how I look at it. Because I don't. You call the cops, people are already dead. Yes, law enforcement. Yes, SWAT. Yes. But I'm telling you, it takes a long fucking time. It takes too long. You're dealing with seconds. I want guns on site.
I'm with you.
And if you're afraid of having the guns in front of the kids, then have them concealed. But there are people that are trained, like air marshals, who can pop you in the
100%.
fucking head and are inoculated to the stress of combat.
Let's go back even several more steps. So that mass shooting happened, right? Fucking tragic, horrible. Hopefully that guy's in fucking hell right now and sucking the devil's dick, right? And getting butt raped or whatever. Go even further back. How did this start? You look at all these mass shooters, a lot of them who are the school shooters. There's certain things that we can point to, like
gun-free gun.
No, hold up. None of them have dads. None of them have fathers. Yeah. The other thing is they're incels, right? So another thing is that kid was bullied and picked on. Yeah. Bullied and picked on. So if the way I teach my kids, bullying. No. Well, what?
Yep.
You don't bully anybody, dude.
No.
Because if those kids know that who are bullying that fucking piece of shit who did this, hey man, you guys keep doing this. This is how it ends.
Yeah.
I guarantee you're not going to bully that kid. So the message of bullying is go.
But it's also don't do it because that kid's a gentler spirit.
100%. And kids are kids.
Include them.
Kids are mean.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, it's like if you can educate the kids on, hey, bullying, this is extreme. It's rare. It's going to happen. Bullying can lead to this. So you might think it's funny to make fun of that kid's outfit or his parents don't have money or don't have the new Jordans that you have. It could lead to this. Yeah. So if you're going to do that, think about it. It could lead to this.
There
keep doing
are
that.
programs like that. Here's the subtle difference. There are children that have problems assimilating for a lot of reasons.
100%.
And so what happens in the school is they just get ignored. They get ignored.
Left behind.
There's nothing more heartbreaking for a parent when your child doesn't get invited to parties and has no friends. There's nothing more heartbreaking. And when your child has trouble adjusting because they have spatial awareness issues,
or they're just different, or they're
different, and they're very lonely, and then you're working 3 jobs. And we just know that there are certain things that the hard thing about, as I get older at 55, and I write about this, is that you can't always have all the answers. And you can't protect yourself from all the chaos. And unfortunately, there's always going to be terrible events. And we're always going to have these debates. And what I always worry about is that one side or both sides, we do this massive overcorrection that doesn't actually address the problem.
But here's the overcorrection is not giving the government full control of gun laws.
Correct, dude.
You give them an inch, they're going to take them out.
That's exactly right. Canada right now is doing that.
We will never get it back.
Canada is making you. They like Justin Trudeau, who's a guy I couldn't disagree with more. This fucking guy is wanting to go. He's wanting to pass legislation that makes you have a mandatory buyback for any kind of a rifle, especially an assault rifle, and then they're talking about freezing or taking away your handguns. Government will do that. There are people like that who are still wearing masks, who are very happy.
And Trudeau's going to do that.
Yeah.
I will guarantee you that will never happen in America.
Yeah. Well,
and so for anyone to expect that, it's never going to happen. Now, I will acknowledge we have a fucking gun problem, and these assault rifles are a problem. But if you think the answer is to take away Americans' guns, then you don't know America.
That's right.
We
it's
went
not a gun problem. We have a spree shooting problem. We have a problem with mentally ill or evil people coming in and shooting innocent. And right now, we don't have infrastructure or an answer for how to stop
Social media need to take some responsibility here. They have to.
Everybody.
They fucking have to, dude.
So they're working on AI programs that catch.
My shorts are
so schools are getting these AI programs, which I believe Uvalde, there was some kind of a program where the AI algorithm is supposed to catch things like, gun pictures, threats of shooting, all that stuff.
Here's the other thing, B. So he told his friends, he posted both assault rifles on Instagram. Should be a red flag for an 18-year-old. That should automatically be a red flag to somebody in the district.
Yeah. I agree.
And then he texts his friend the picture of the guns. and goes, he goes, what's this for? He goes, it's going to get fun. Can't wait for tomorrow. Now that friend, listen, you don't want to be a snitch, but if you're talking about mass shootings, you have to alert somebody. So like, you know, a 10-year-old got arrested yesterday.
Yes.
A 10-year-old got arrested in Florida because he had guns and threatened a mass shooting.
Yep.
They arrested a 10-year-old.
Yep.
That's what it's going to take. They arrested another kid who was threatening violence. You know what I'm saying? So the problem is with this bullying stuff like that, now kids can go online, go to Reddit, whatever, and they're going to find other kids with similar interests.
Yeah.
And then they get compromised.
Find your community.
You find your community. Now, if you find the wrong community, you're going to end up dead or in fucking prison because you're never going to get away with it.
We're also not going to go anywhere. I mean, it's just a lot of people that just have nothing to do but that. They hate existence. They hate existence. And that's a psychological issue. And I do agree with you, man, that the answer is not to do nothing. And look, it comes
both
down
sides
to
are
this
wrong.
too.
But I will say, as an American, I'm fucking telling you, dude, if your plan is to take Americans' guns, you're going to get nowhere.
No.
It's too late
I want
for
to
that.
see bullets. Right now, maybe it's controversial to say, but I feel better knowing that bullets are going back the other way. Like, I want trained motherfuckers I personally, in my children's schools, I have a 10-year-old. You know, my son is the exact age of those children that died. I want a fucking...
He's in 4th grade?
Yes. I want two people who are highly trained, not teachers.
No, not- it's not on the
I don't want teachers.
That's unrealistic.
I want them teaching children. I want two highly trained people who can
Security.
fire back. I want them in the school so I don't have to wait for
and
you to
B,
come.
that goes back to my original point. That $1 billion that was made for security in schools, why isn't that going to those security guards?
Because again, you're dealing with people who have a very different philosophy, and I'm sorry again, but people on the left versus people on the right, or at least let's say some people, forget left and right, some people believe that we can actually pass laws to get rid of all guns. And they look at other countries.
It's unrealistic.
They
It's
look
unrealistic.
at other countries and they say that's how they do
It's
it.
unrealistic. It's never
And then
happened.
there are other people who say, toothpaste out of the tube. Let's all you can do now is
To Rogan's point,
bad guy with a gun is a good guy.
To Rogan's point, and he's being shit for this, but he's right. It's like, so if you're going to take all the guns away from good guys who do this legally, that means only bad guys can have guns.
No shit. I don't want to live in that.
There's,
I want my
was there
guns.
500,000 guns on the black market? More than that.
No, 500 million.
500 million
No,
on the
not
black
on the
market.
black market, but there are 500 million guns.
Now
in
imagine how many are in
circulation.
the black market that we don't know about. So you're going to take all the guns from the good guys and the bad guys who don't play by your rules and legislation.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that?
Well, the one thing I seem to agree with, and I'm not as educated as I need to be on this, but universal background checks. Is it true? Can you look up Chin?
It doesn't show mental health.
No, it doesn't.
No. They're
Yeah,
also
you know why?
faulty.
Because of HIPAA, though. Because you have your
That's a
medical
problem.
records.
That's a
But your
problem.
medical records have to be private.
No, they don't though.
They do.
How's that working
I'll
for
tell you why.
us?
Because now you get into a real quagmire. Because let me tell you why. You could have a certain condition that stops you from getting a job that's not in the way of the job, right? People will discriminate against all kinds of stuff. You could have cancer that you have under
I'm not
control.
talking about job. I'm talking about only if you go to purchase an assault rifle, do we look at your medical records?
Yeah, but then,
if there's
then
mental
you're
health there-
penalizing people who have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a mental health issue in the past. Maybe you're a better person for your medication, but at least the bad guys can't shoot up 4th graders. That's a risk where we got to
So-
crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
Yeah.
That's one of the eggs.
So
you don't get a gun, dude.
Here's what I would say. I think in some states, if there's a gun show, you can buy a gun without a background check. Can you see if that's true?
Can you buy guns without?
And that to me is crazy. Like I don't think you should
Yeah,
just be
there's
able to
certain gun
walk
show
in and buy a
loopholes,
gun.
for
I can't
sure.
even do that. I got to be 25 to rent a fucking car in some states. Like, come on. That's where I have a problem.
Also, I was going to say there
criminals
are
can do
certain
that.
instances where, because there's such an incentive for the gun seller not to sell a person with a flagged background check a gun, certain things have failed to show up. There's just like this error involved where even if you have that in place, sometimes it messes up.
Look at this. Background checks at gun shows required for licensed dealers, but not at all private sellers. So in 2021, President Biden said people could buy firearms at gun shows without background checks. That's true for private sales, but not federally licensed dealers. Well, okay, so I can get a gun without a background check. But is that because I can buy a gun for my friend and he has a gun? I think that's what it is. So that's also tough because now it's a private. So my neighbor could sell me a gun, but I'd have to go through a background check. But those loopholes are scary. You know. So what most people don't know, if you walk into a store and you buy a gun, you have a background check. Yes, but you can go to a gun show.
And buy whatever you want, no background check.
No background. The Bureau of the ATF defines a dealer in firearms as a person who devotes
So then
time, attention.
so you got to
and
change
labor.
gun shows where you can only buy a ticket if you get a background check. It's pretty fucking simple.
So if you buy from a federal firearms license dealer, you have to go over that.
oh no, I have to get a background check in order to get into the gun show. Okay,
Yeah.
so bad guys don't get more guns.
I mean,
You're never going to stop it completely, but at least you're doing the certain steps.
Yeah,
to not make it easy for an 18-year-old.
It's reasonable to say that. As a guy who owns guns, and I'm pro Second Amendment. I think, I know there are people that I'll get DM'd with people who will educate me on this because the thing about gun people who are into guns, they're very educated on this. And one of the things that the left has made a mistake about is not educating themselves on the difference between firearms, what an assault weapon is, the difference between and what the laws are. But gun owners and Second Amendment guys know a shitload about this. They're very educated.
But then then you look at it like with the media, with the left, with CNN and MSNBC and ABC, NBC, what they do is then they make it, what gets clicks is the negativity on gun owners. And it's like, Bubba, most of America are going on. I own 6 guns.
Yeah. Well, also people don't
Here's
realize.
the thing. If you keep going at them, that's the majority. How's your ratings? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, they're gonna do what gets ratings and clicks and scaring everybody. What's interesting about this is on Stranger Things 4, they're playing. They don't refer to it, but if you know the game, they're referring to Dungeons and Dragons. Do you remember Dungeons and Dragons? In the 80s, I wasn't allowed to play it, and I looked into it because I remember there was like this weird thing on the news how Dungeons and Dragons is leading to murder, satanic, and suicide.
Yeah.
And I remember me and my brother wanted because everyone was playing. My dad's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
People are killing people because of this game. And I was like, wow, really? It was all over the news. So I looked it up last night at like 11 o'clock and I couldn't sleep. I looked it up. There was a whole media campaign on Dungeons and Dragons. And to me, it's what's going on with gun laws and COVID and all the fake and misinformation. They decided to make Dungeons and Dragons the enemy, and it had to come with a warning on it. Now, it was based off a story. This is why it was so close to home. It's based off a story in Colorado of 2 brothers. It was a murder-suicide, and they said it was because Dungeons and Dragons, they got to an elite level where there's nowhere to go, and the way you stay, invisible forever, can't be touched, by killing yourself. People that love Dungeons and Dragons came in and went, that's not how the game works. That's not true at all. And they looked more into that case. No, there's 2 kids with mental health issues. They had was on the hook for robbery, and they're bad people. They killed his brother and killed himself.
Yeah.
They didn't play Dungeons and Dragons. Somewhere along the line, someone went, "Oh, this is good for media."
That's right.
So Dungeons and Dragons became the enemy in the 80s.
You got to sell and keep people's attention.
They were doing it in the 80s, dude.
My thing about
Same shit going on now with all the vaccine, the misinformation, gun law. It's the same shit.
Well, I can
over and
promise
over.
you, most of the people on a lot of gun control people. There's a very sensible gun control. I'm not fucking saying this. We got to do something. But I do notice that a lot of people in the media that say certain things have never probably shot a gun. They definitely don't own a gun.
But again, I know it's kind of lame to compare it to Dungeons and Dragons. And this guy was an expert on Dungeons and Dragons. He broke down what the politicians and media said about Dungeons and Dragons. Dude, let's say Dungeons and Dragons is basketball. They're talking about fucking soccer. They're so far off.
Yeah.
The guy's like, this isn't even a character in the game. You can clearly tell they've never looked into it.
That's media.
It's the media. It's the same thing with guns, assault rifles, the gun laws, mental health.
So assault rifles, by the way, everybody, assault rifles themselves, a lot of assault rifles like AR-15s, it's a small caliber bullet, actually. It's a very fast moving bullet, but it's a smaller caliber bullet. So it all depends. It's just like if you start talking to people that really know guns, man, they'll twist you in knots because you're like, oh, wait, I didn't know that.
I have Tim Kenny out here soon for a food truck. We'll have him in here and talk to him about it.
Tim knows a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of it goes back to what you said too, is like fucking generational and values and family and why are we having these?
Yeah, there's a common
health
theme with
issues?
these school shooters. None of them have dads.
Well, also a lot of them are on SSRIs, like a lot of antidepressants and things like that. So we're dealing with a lot of shit, man. I think it's I believe that any crisis and tragedy cannot be left just on its own. It's got to make us better and closer to.
You want to see something heartbreaking? You want to see something heartbreaking? Is you look at the kids that were part of these school shootings,
Yeah.
like Columbine, which My school got locked down. We had a week off because of the threats in the schools. That was 8 miles from where I live. Nuts. The Chuck E. Cheese shooting. My complex lived behind it.
Fucking Aurora.
Home, that was my mom's main theater. The Dark Knight shooting at the Century City Mall. Yeah, or the theater.
Christ.
Colorado is what they do. You know, good fishing and fucking killing. But you look at the kids that were involved in some capacity in the school shootings and how they're doing now. Not good, because remember Columbine was 1998.
Yeah.
And you see all the school shootings since then, and they've kept track of these kids who were involved, like saw their friend get shot.
They're not doing
Maybe they
well.
were shot.
They're not doing well.
Dude, they're doing awful, dude.
I saw that article.
It's a butterfly. The effect of these kids, how they grow up and how they are as parents. Oh, it's awful, dude.
Yeah.
So you're ruining these fucking children that they grow up and they're, the anxiety and the depression. They're taking antidepressant pills and it's this horrible shit, dude. Horrible shit.
Yeah, man.
Dude, how about we'll finish on this because it's super dark. How about this one little girl, her best friend was shot next door. This is how smart. She's in 4th grade, dude. This girl, they need to do something. So they need to put this girl into some sort of program because she's a special fucking person. Her friend gets shot, right? He comes in and goes, time to die. Shoots the kids. She sees her friend get shot. He walks out the door and she knows he can come back in. Think about having the fucking brain to do this in 4th grade. Her best friend shot in the face, takes the blood, covers her face in blood, lays down next to her friend.
Holy
He moves on.
fucking shit.
Survives. 4th grader, dude. Now that kid under stress has some capability or some special skill set that we need to capitalize on. That we need to. That's a special fucking person.
She'll probably become an FBI. Who knows, man?
Something,
Hopefully,
or she becomes an expert on mass shootings and can learn how to stop them.
She's going to have to go through a lot.
But to me, the news it was just a story. She covers something. No, hold on. That's a special person.
Yeah.
That person is an X-Men.
Yeah.
That kid had under the complete stress, had the fucking IQ, which I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
At 39 years old, I would not have done that.
Yeah.
Now, maybe because I've heard it from her, maybe. But in 4th grade,
But
dude,
here's what
take the blood from your best friend, cover your body so you look dead in order to survive in 4th grade. That kid is a fucking savant, and we need to invest in that kid. That is the future, man.
Yeah. Well, here's a question, and it's an inconvenient one, and it's where the press also should do their job, but they won't. There are a lot of examples. How often do guns stop a mass shooter? How often does somebody with a gun?
I don't know those numbers.
How often they do have them?
Yeah, I know.
How often does somebody in a crowd
point.
or in a school or in a theater or in a store? How often does a mass shooter get stopped with a good guy with a gun? That's what I want to know. And that should also be, if we're going to be transparent and like have this debate and figure out the best way to stop this, I would like to know those numbers. I would like to know.
Yeah, it's a great point. I think also, back to the point, I think with the bullying stuff, like, were you bullied, George?
Never to my face, but I would always hear like the rumors of like the talk behind me.
And then you're 23, so social media wasn't big in high school for you, or no?
It picked up more like towards my 8th grade freshman year. That's like when it really.
And then did you
started.
get bullied on social media?
No, I have a very happy personality.
Yeah, you do.
You have social skills.
Yeah, people would like. A lot of people knew me, but not well. It was just like, oh, there's Happy George.
Recluse.
There's Big George.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think where it starts, again, if you're teaching like the effects of bullying, how it can make kids feel, you can start there at the grassroots. Now, I'm not saying you're going to fix it, but you can at least show kids, hey, man, you bully this kid because you guys are cooler. Your parents have a better job and they're buying you these cool sneakers. And you want to punish this kid for being different. Like that kid who's different is going to be the next Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos.
Right.
Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's usually
Lady
people like
Gaga.
the outsiders.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You guys are cool right now. I'm telling you, that kid is different for
The
a
nerds,
reason.
a lot of times you end up working for for the nerds.
That kid's going to be different for a reason. I'm telling you guys need to stop this because it could happen to this.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And now, so to me, when I was in middle school and high school, I got bullied for sure. Everyone got bullied, especially in sports, man. The older kids would harass you or haze you. It was awful. I'd be scared to go to school. But I would go home and be able to reset. At least the next morning I'd have to deal with it.
You'd go drink all the milk.
All the milk.
You'd go
I'd
suck
suck
on
on my
a cow
mom's
and just be
tits.
like, I'm gonna grow.
No, I sucked my mom's tits till I was 27
That's
years
why you
old.
got- that's
that's
why
why
your
I'm so
bones are
big.
so dense.
That's why my teeth are so
Yep.
good. I suck the nipple, dude. I
Yep.
suck it.
Your mom listens to this now.
I know. Sorry, Mom.
So when you were 27 months,
yeah, 27 years old, Mom.
Yeah.
Remember my mustache? Anyways,
that's so creepy.
it's so creepy. But what I was saying is, I'm 39 years old. And public figure. I'm not a celebrity. I don't consider myself a celebrity. And I've been very open. I get harassed online. You know this. I get harassed some of the worst you've ever seen. When I talk to other people
A
in the
little
public,
more than harassment.
yeah, for sure. But it's a form of bullying. And those guys are gonna go, oh, pussy, but cool. I'm 39 years old, and I'm a confident dude, and that's one of the reasons they hate me. Confident dude, pretty comfortable in my skin. Some would say successful, great family. I have everything going for me. That will affect my mental health. I'm 39 with my shit together, father of 2. That will affect my mental health. Now, if you're 16 or 22 and you don't know who you are and you're looking for an answer and you're getting harassed online, imagine being 16 or 22.
You know what you just did with all of them? They're like this. Yay! I'm having an effect.
You're not though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have.
So excited
but
right
it,
now.
It does. It,
Yeah, and that
it
should prove
affect-
you're a sociopath.
Yeah.
Hold that smile.
They go,
Hold that
Mark's
smile.
mentally ill. Let's bully him some more. Well, I'm glad you exposed yourself, but go ahead.
Yeah, but their thing is,
But yes, your point
but it's
stands
a
very
vicious
much.
cycle because I'm pretty sure those guys online, they're not confident. They don't have anything going for them. So they're in their basement and things haven't worked out for them. They didn't have the balls to take
That's
risk
crazy
in life.
talk. What do you mean?
But no, but what I'm
they
saying,
can spend all that time.
But B, even with that, I sympathize with them. It's like, I know maybe you got dealt a fucking shit hand, man. And this is your way, your insecurities. You're doing what hurts you. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, if it hurts, it can get to me, dude. At 39, I have to see a therapist. At 39, confident dude. My life is fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I drove her in a Ferrari because I worked my ass off.
Think about
It will give me depression. Think about a 16-year-old who doesn't know they don't know their ass from their mouth.
Yeah. But there are
At
people
16.
that love destruction. They get off. They jerk off on
But
trying
but
to destroy
but here's the thing with that. That's the minority.
Of course.
The majority goes, hold on, we got to
They
protect
love.
everybody.
They love.
Yeah. I make a business off likability.
Yeah.
But my thing is if you're a young dude, social media, it goes back to social media with the mass shooter, all this. They have to take some responsibility. I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm all for guns. I'm gun owner, freedom of speech. I'm with all that. But at some point, when innocent 4th graders are being murdered or kids are committing suicide, high suicide rate of all time, you don't think it's a coincidence that social media is bigger than ever?
Well, it's been the correlation is pretty fucking close to causation here. I mean, it's correlated
and
deeply.
And there was that there was
It's like
that,
smoking and lung cancer. You're not always going to get lung cancer when you smoke, but it's pretty damn cool.
And there was that person that worked for Zuckerberg at Facebook and Instagram came out and was the whistleblower and goes, no, he's very aware of how this affects kids and doubled down on it.
Yep.
And that came out and the media did nothing. To Mark Zuckerberg, it's like, dude, you have kids, you piece of shit. And also, how much money do you fucking need, dude? You're set, dude. What are you doing? Where you're listen, Facebook's great, Instagram's great. What's better? Do you having all the money in the world and growing this thing to whatever the fuck you're trying to get to because it's bigger than ever, and you have all the money in the world, or innocent kids committing suicide and you have all the facts?
I think people like Mark Zuckerberg are a little bit on the spectrum. That's what makes them so brilliant at that. These are Asperger's kind of people who don't know.
There's
how
a
to do
board
that.
though, and there's shareholders.
They have them though. Facebook is pretty. They have. I know one of them I've interviewed him, who's a amazing psychologist. So they do have this stuff.
They don't do anything.
Very tough.
They don't do anything.
It's tough.
It's
You
not
have
though.
Lego. You have a piece of Lego tattooed to your shin, which I actually had never seen.
You never see it?
So you need
and
to
it
be
hurts
bullied
there.
a little bit.
And it hurts there
It hurts there.
on the legs. It's awful.
Why did you?
I didn't
wake up
finish
and
my
go,
tattoos.
I have a lot of time.
I don't.
I'm
have
gonna
time.
get a-
No.
I'm
I
gonna
do.
get-
I do them on the road. I've
Wait, is
random ones.
that the beginning of something, or you?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a whole leg piece, but it
what?
hurts so bad.
Oh.
It's a whole leg
You
piece.
bailed.
It's can take time.
Wait,
It's a sprint, not a marathon.
But I like your legs like that. Do you have to get a bunch of shit on your leg?
Oh, you didn't see the raindrops I got?
No, I like those. So just can
God tattooed those, Daddy.
Okay, can you leave those? Must you get?
Have you seen the elephant I have? The elephant trunk?
No, I haven't seen that.
I would pull it out, but,
Yeah, but
we
we
get
get
kicked off.
we get kicked off,
Yeah,
but-
God gave me an elephant trunk and 2
But
raindrops.
you have a smiley face and a Lego thing and Randy's Donuts.
See, this is supposed to be the actual Randy Donut sign for LA. It's supposed to be a whole LA theme.
Yeah. Oh,
Now this is the Thick Boy logo, right?
Oh.
Daddy owns that, right?
Oh,
You know
okay.
this, right?
I didn't know
That's
that.
how Daddy makes a living, right there. Okay.
Okay.
Lego.
Why Lego? Because of your leg go? Leg go?
No, it reminds you of let go, dude.
Leg,
Let go.
Lego.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's something personal, but
Lego. All right.
something personal.
What do you got, Jim?
See, and then you didn't see. I get the California.
No, I mean, listen.
It's just not finished.
Okay.
It hurts too bad.
All right.
Hey, tattoos hurt, dude.
A lot.
And on your legs, there's
On your
nothing.
shin? I thought your shin from Muay Thai was all.
Me too. and the guy was planning to finish. I go, and I was doing it before a show in San Antonio. I go, oh, I'm done. He goes, well, what? We got like 3 more hours. I go, we don't though. I'm over this, dude.
It's like the
I'm done. Yeah, I'm never coming back.
I mean, on your bone?
it hurts so bad.
How bad? Really bad.
Dude, I've had it everywhere. My ribs. Those apparently your necks was hurt the worst.
That's terrible.
My shit. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No. All right.
All right, Jim. What do you got? Did yours hurt, Chin? Don't be that guy who goes, I actually enjoyed it.
No, I was going to tell you right now. So there's things called, or there's things that are out now called numbing creams.
Pussy.
So they're like, would you want numbing cream or no? I'm like, does it make a difference? Is it gonna mess with the tattoo?
Thing
They're like,
doesn't stick as well usually, but
he said no.
they've gotten better. Yeah.
There's no issues, and I'm like, I'll try it. Why not? I didn't feel anything. I just felt like someone's just doing.
How
this.
long was it?
For 5 or 6 hours, but then eventually it started wearing off.
There's a thing,
So
Dad.
that started hurting.
Here's the thing with numb cream, and I did it fucking 10 years ago, so I'm sure it's gotten better. I did it on
Yeah.
my ribs, didn't do anything. Here's the problem: they do the numbing cream. I think it's better now with technology. They do the numbing cream. The problem is when you don't use it, your body releases its own pain blockers, endorphins
yeah.
and pain blockers. But when you have the numbing cream on, your body goes, "Oh, this isn't bad. We're not going to release them." Then that numbing cream wears off, and your body's not producing its own painkillers, and you feel all the feels, right?
Yeah,
All the
it started to hurt after a while, but nothing like crazy.
On I've never had it bad on my arm. I don't give a fuck about my arm. Dude, I don't give. The arm doesn't hurt. Up
Yeah,
here,
ribs sounds
chest, legs,
This one hurt the most when we got it in Ireland. This one hurt so bad. It's
tender in there.
like right here. Yeah,
and you want to get on the back of your neck, dude.
I know.
That's what's hurt even worse.
Probably feel awesome.
You still gonna do your neck chain?
I want to do my whole body eventually.
Oh, Yakuza style, huh?
I've always wanted to.
You can do your ass cheeks, your ass. You're like
Not
literally
not my ass cheeks,
Yakuza.
but just front, back.
like a half-ass Yakuza. Like a Yakuza
And my
that
legs,
only
too.
went halfway and then got out.
just not in my private area.
You're not gonna do like
Yeah.
your inner thigh, or your asshole.
No. Front of the legs would be cool. Yeah, stuff like that.
Around the brown eye would fucking hurt, man.
Yeah. No.
Tender area.
Are you ever gonna get one,
Around
Brian?
the brown?
Are you?
Only around my brown. I want to get thorns or spikes coming out of my shitter. So around my dark little circle, and
Starfish.
I'm gonna have to do something with my balls. You got to get them because I'm gonna be on my hands and knees. So
That'd
they
be
got to
cool.
cinch my
Tie 'em
balls
up.
up, tie them up to my tummy, keep
into
me
that.
honest. And then we got to I want to do a little decoration, maybe a little sunflower, some petals around
I'm
my
into
shitter,
that.
right?
Maybe a little hummingbird off one of the cheeks.
Oh, that's
And then it's like he's dipping into the sugar.
that's a great idea.
That'd be cool. Hummingbird on one cheek.
Yes.
And then his beak is, and it's
Yeah,
just like
my
they're-
nectar hole.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The hummingbird's going for that brown nectar.
yeah, my
That
nectar.
sweet brown sugar
Yep,
nectar.
the nectar lake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That'd be
dude.
cool, huh?
Yeah, it's called a nectar speck.
Yeah.
It's my nectar speck.
Can fill up my nectar.
Yep.
My
That's a great-
my nectar
Or
holes.
just
running
have a
dry.
bunch of hummingbirds fighting for it. So all these beaks pointing into my
I'm
shitter.
into that.
Man.
Like a hummingbird.
How
like,
much do I have to pay a guy to get right into the brown, though?
They're
get
out
that
there.
ink into
Now
the
you're gonna
brown.
get some offers.
Yeah.
They're out there.
I want your ink in my brown.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "I'm trying to like, what are you looking for?" And I'll go, "I'll take it from here." Brian, get on all fours. See that big old ring there and the big
Yep.
balls. We're gonna cinch those balls up, and then we're gonna just get a fucking gang of hummingbirds.
Yep.
And they're sticking their beaks into his asshole.
Yep,
Like
yep,
we
yep.
want them fighting.
great.
We want it to look like 300.
So maybe
like the
there's-
wall of
maybe my
300,
red- and
but it's
maybe
all
my-
hummingbirds.
And maybe my rim, we get blood red around my rim, so it looks like they're poking at it and they're hurting it real bad.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, it's a great idea. That'd be a great way to torture somebody. You get his shitter up in the air, and you release a bunch of fucking birds that love nectar, and you put nectar around the old shitter.
The old pipe pole.
I fed flamingos.
I don't think
Whole
Russians
nother
are gonna do
story.
that.
And and they wouldn't let me wear sandals. They wouldn't let me wear my
Around flamingos?
toes. Yeah, because of the flamingos. Are like sometimes they bite your feet. Turns out flamingos don't have beaks. They have sieves. They don't only open their beaks really. Do you know that they have a mouth like a blue whale? I never knew this.
Or where they don't have teeth. They just have like
so
those
the reason they stand there,
filters?
they stand there in the fucking Shallow water. Do this,
create all the
get all
muck.
the plankton up,
Yeah.
like all the, and then they sift through that.
And that's why they're pink, right?
That's
Because
right.
of the food they eat.
That's right. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
They hang out in large clumps.
They're big, right?
They're big.
Cool animal.
Yeah, they're cute. They were very
Are
sweet.
they? They look fucking weird. They're all pink.
Fed a Florida panther. Saw the Florida, the old mountain lion. You don't want to see one of those in the wild, mountain lion.
Mountain lion?
You don't want to see that. That thing was fucking big and scary. Just
It's a lion, dude.
It's a lion. It's a fucking lion. And climbed that tree like crazy. I saw a jaguar. That's another animal you don't want any trouble with.
He's all black.
A jaguar? No, jaguars can be black, but this was a spotted
Yeah,
jaguar.
they're actually spotted though. Jaguars actually
Yeah.
all, even when they're black, panthers are spotted. They're
Yes.
not all black.
Yeah.
Panthers are fucking cool looking.
Yeah.
Did you kill them? Make sandals out of them?
yeah.
Dude, make flamingo sandals. Dude,
That's
breast
a good
awareness.
call.
Pink flamingo
That's
sandals.
a great idea, dude.
Breast awareness. Pink. Flamingo.
Stand on the old feathers.
Can you kill flamingos?
I don't know.
Sacred
They're trying
animal?
to foster a whole group, a population in Florida, and now there are flamingos in Florida. But I don't think you'd want to. Protected by,
Yeah.
Caribbean, Chilean, and greater flamingos. Yeah.
Dude, what about a toucan sandal, like a Fruit Loop sandal, like almost, dude, gay pride, toucan beak or the feathers?
You just get a whole toucan and just like tie it to your the bottom of your feet and walk around.
Yeah, they have all those cool colors, like Gay Pride Week, and we just do a toucan sandal.
Yeah.
It's made out of his fucking beak.
They are pretty much those are the gay pride colors. I think
That's what I'm
so
saying.
is Google. Isn't Google
no,
sort
it's
of?
missing
what are
one.
the gay pride colors?
Oh no, it's missing yellow. It's the rainbow.
Yeah.
It's missing one. Mark, you lost all energy, huh? Getting tired? Welcome to Black Belt Podcasting, dude. We could go for 4 hours, Daddy.
Oh, 100%.
4 hours.
100. That's true.
Been up since
I can always tell when people's energy's going down.
Red, sort of an orange, yellow, green.
Yeah, the Google's just
blue,
missing the
dark blue.
yellow. Google just don't have yellow.
Serenity, nature, healing, love, life, inclusivity, diversity. All
Dude,
right.
that's a toucan.
Okay.
Dude, for Gay Pride Week, kill a toucan, make a
All right.
sandal.
You're right. Let's see a
Limited
toucan's
edition.
beak. Bring up a toucan's beak. I'm loving this. Gotta have a gay pride.
Call it the Fruit Loops.
Gay pride toe holds. Oh, well, different. We're the loft. But you know what?
We were lied to.
You got orange, you got black, you got a lot of the gay pride colors.
Do me a favor, Chin.
Got blue?
Type in Fruit Loops toucan, because maybe that's what I'm basing my.
I've seen a couple toucans in the wild.
See how lit
Yeah,
he is,
that
though?
is.
See how lit he is?
Dude.
See that big gay
That
beak?
is as gay. Those are the gay pride colors.
Yep.
All right.
Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam, baby.
All right, what do you got,
that.
Chin?
Before I begin, so for your grinding,
Yeah.
Remember I told you before to do Botox. They use it. It's called bruxism when you grind teeth,
Yeah.
and it also slims your face too.
Say less.
That's
Do
what
you
I'm
have a
saying.
contact?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but then your jawline
Connect me.
isn't as awesome. And
Oh, no, I think it's my face.
It
gonna be
still
slimmer.
grows. So
don't-
it's just a muscle that once you
Oops,
put
they
Botox.
Botox the whole face. Whoops.
do you get Botox, Mark? Have you had it?
Brian,
Absolutely not.
are you setting me up? This is like the #1 accusation online.
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't think you
Could
are.
I do this?
You don't look like it at all.
You know,
No.
But
No, Mark woke up like that.
No, you're a bodybuilder, so I don't know. You know.
Correct. I'm not. If it's a genuine, I didn't know if you
He's
were
not
saying it was a-
competitive bodybuilder, though.
No, do you get shit for having? Because I've
Ready?
never thought you had.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is how I know you're a closeted man commenting on my IG page. If you come and say, huh, Botox lip fillers. What? Have you ever seen lip fillers or Botox?
Yeah.
So,
You just
guys,
got
but
those
that's
nice
like
lips.
10,000
Ooh, you have
accusations
some
of this,
big
like
lips.
over and over. I'm like,
Guys,
it's
lips are
hilarious to
nice.
me, but it's like you're psychotic. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Hey, Mark, your
I've
lips.
had people tell me that you get your lips done. I'm like, shut the fuck
God,
up.
I
have you
wish.
met a person with like you think that there are no like men with large? I don't know. It's just a weird thing, and I go like,
Yeah.
hey,
You
what's
guys
weird?
both have some very.
Commenting on
Mark's,
men's
Mark's
physical
lips are
appearance.
bigger than mine.
Dude,
Mark,
you know what,
Your lips
Mark?
come from your dad or your mom?
Probably
my dad has
mom,
my
'cause
same lips.
My grandpa's Sicilian, and I think that's kind of like Mediterranean Sicilian. Like tend to have larger lips because it's whatever. I'll let you look up that geographical fact of my grandpa.
Yeah, both of my kids have set of lips on them, too.
Yeah, you got
So-
some. You have a very interesting genetic thing going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know what's happening, man.
But also something that you're like, guess what? I was made fun of growing up, for having big lips. And then now I'm getting made fun of for guys saying that I artificially enhance my lips.
You got full. Both of you got full mouths.
I take steroids, not lip fillers, idiots.
God, school has changed, man.
Wrong
No one
injections.
made fun of me for having big lips as a kid. I don't know. They're not going to make fun of my son now for big lips. He's like,
Man,
what?
big lips are-
It's like
are
back in the day,
sensual.
like my girl when she was in high school got made fun of for having a big ass.
Yeah.
What's up now, bitches?
Yeah, what's it?
How cool
Also,
is it
when
now?
a guy says that to me, I go, sounds like you want to make out with me.
Yes, and he does. And he does.
Yeah, no, that's a gay man thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does. All right, Jim, what else?
Chin has lips on him too.
He does.
I got
was
some
about to
lips.
say that.
Holy shit!
Some nice lips.
Everyone
He
has
gets-
lips in there.
He gets his lips.
You have one lip, yeah?
He gets
My
his
lips.
lips.
Hey, you have one lip, yeah? You know that top one could use a little filler though, yeah?
Couldn't it?
Yeah, do that top one.
It could.
You have the Lester Holtz top lip.
Yeah.
Just no lip.
This is Mark's.
Yep. Oh, let me dive into this bad boy. I just thought it was really interesting because, some things from Amber. The decision's going to come today or tomorrow, this verdict. So the new information about her is that Amber Heard might have killed her best friend in a fatal car accident.
Jesus Christ.
And there's kind of these puzzle pieces that they put together where it's like her friend died in a car accident. I think Amber Heard is with her. They never established who was driving. She had her license suspended and was arrested for this. So there's an arrest record for her driving on a suspended license. The guy that she hired was a DUI guy. There's all these little pieces where it's like, obviously Amber Heard murdered her friend in a car accident by driving drunk at 16, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Is this?
And,
Yeah, but God.
hey,
now-
you want to
now
talk
we're
about
just
things that might
killing her.
cause borderline personality?
She killed Johnny Depp's career.
No,
like
she's
this isn't
awful.
fair.
No,
but like this, bad people do bad shit.
If anybody is sympathetic to Johnny Depp, it would be me in this room.
Yes.
And that's why I've been watching this with a cathartic sort of like feeling. But
What do you think? Mark follows it closely. What do you think actually happens?
To me, there's just such a preponderance of evidence where it's like, name one claim that Amber Heard has made the entire trial that's true. Everything has not only like.
well, you're hearing one thing on the tapes, and then she's saying another, and I'm like, this is not tracking.
Camille Vasquez has demolished every single thing she said.
She's
There's
very
no
attractive.
credible witness that has come forward there and said, anything. There's no piece of evidence.
Even Johnny
physical
Depp's ex came out.
Right. There's
was like,
nothing.
Kate Moss was
Every
like, no.
category of evidence has been debunked. So if he doesn't win this case, I throw my hands up because I go, I don't know what else you'd have to do.
He's already won this case.
And you correct.
In the public eye, he's won.
Whatever he wanted to do
Massive
to her,
agree.
where he was like, "You're begging for global humiliation."
Yeah.
And they knew he had this evidence.
Yeah, that's why he did it.
Yeah.
And that's
his
for
team.
me. I always look at that. Like, it costs him. This is going to cost probably Amber Heard $2 million in legal fees. And
Yeah.
it cost him just as much.
Yeah. Elon Musk
least.
paying for
And
it,
but he was like, I'm going. And
Yeah.
whenever I see a guy like that who's like, I'm willing to go and actually lay all
Yeah.
the evidence out there and tell my
Yeah.
story, I respect that.
Yeah.
Because
You just have to hope Hollywood goes, all right,
They will.
he's not what we thought.
and
they
you could
will.
see right. Well, but in their defense, they have to do because of the culture, the climate of the culture, the cultural climate. You have to do that. There's no
there are
choice.
so
You can't be
many
like,
people.
let's wait till the trial.
There are so many people that want him in there, but my thing about Disney is like Disney doesn't believe in true due process. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in innocence until proven guilty. And of course they don't, because it's Hollywood, and Hollywood doesn't
Many
at
other
all
companies
anyway.
too, yeah.
We know this. But they'll fire somebody immediately for Gina Carano for basically nothing and doing what somebody else did. But she just happens to be on the other side of the fucking political spectrum.
Yeah.
So they are the worst actors in many ways.
Look at their stock.
But I
Look
just
how
think
things
it's
are going for.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just think it's
Hopefully it's a
incredible
sea
that
change,
they basically, their biggest payday, which was Pirates of the Caribbean, without even giving the guy his day in court, without even giving his day, they're just like, no. And he'll never work for them. And I never would either if I was them. Fuck them.
Yeah. And
Well, I mean, I'd love to get the people in that boardroom, and I'd like to say, so you guys don't believe in due process. You actually don't believe in the justice system.
Right.
You don't believe in the justice
What
system.
incentive
We
do they
know
have?
this. You don't.
Yeah.
So you're just willing
Now
to
they
just
do.
go like that. But, it's business, and people are cowards, and people
But
are
again,
better safe than sorry.
it's their bottom line. You look
Yeah.
how Disney's doing. You look at the theme parks. You look at their
Yeah.
movies. You look at their stock. Everything's
Well,
down.
fuck them.
And I think that for
They're
other
gonna learn the hard
companies,
way.
like there wasn't that model where it's like you jump to conclusions and then it publicly became this much bigger story.
Corporations
years
should
later.
usually be the fuck out of these
Now
things
you can
until they
have
see
the
a court
foresight,
case. There's
you know?
no court case.
But you know, Johnny Depp, I think 2 nights ago or last night, surprised the crowd and went on stage for some band and
Yeah.
played the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing
Of course
ovation.
he did.
Oh,
Stand ovation.
People can fucking, it's changing, I hope, but we all know that there are people who can say anything. And it's being used as a political weapon or whatever. You can just make any
and
accusation
she took
you want
advantage of
and tell
that.
a story.
She rode that wave and thought this will be good to promote Aquaman.
That's what I believe. Well, no, it'd be good
there's
to
all
promote
the evidence
her.
points towards that.
Good to
Correct.
promote her. That's what
Promote
I
her
believe.
in Aquaman at the same. So it's the ultimate, and that's why I've been interested in this, is the psychological element of somebody who's pathologically selfish, whether you want to call that BPD, narcissism, sociopathic, whatever. It's somebody who will put herself above every other person in her life and be willing to crush the most powerful individuals if they can.
A lot of people in Hollywood.
Yeah, no matter, she's doing no matter what it takes. And one of the reasons I love that Johnny Depp's doing this is you can tell Johnny Depp's authentic, made his mistakes, likes his drugs. What I don't give a shit about all that.
He owns up to it.
He shouldn't be canceled for that. But the other thing is with Amber Heard, when you're a sociopath and you're on camera for hours and hours,
You get found out.
You can't hide it.
You get found out.
You can't hide it. It's gonna come out. And if Johnny Depp or somebody else, if you're an actual good person, you're like, here's the truth. That person who's a sociopath or a bad person, they can't hide it. You just can't. The tape's rolling all the time.
I'm very biased, and even if I try not to be, I'm biased in this case. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I was very biased, but I really tried hard. I really fucking did. You know me, I'm a softie with this shit. Like, I actually don't like seeing that thing about Amber Heard when she was 16. I don't think we need it.
Well,
I don't like seeing the destruction of anyone, including a shithead.
It's
I really
trauma
just
for
don't.
her that I think causes some of this stuff.
Whatever it is, I don't get any. I don't actually revel in seeing someone's career and reputation and life destroyed. Even someone like that, I don't. But I tried to be as objective as I could, man, and I cannot see. I just think she's lying through her fucking
every
teeth.
moment she seems like she's lying.
Yeah.
And every moment you watch Johnny Depp, you're like, here's a guy thinking about things and willing to own up to things. And I mean, how many hours did Amber Heard spend crying on the stand without a tear coming out?
With no tears. That was really weird. Did you find that weird?
And
I
just
never
also
saw her wipe her
inappropriate
eyes.
moments to cry. Like, because, somebody pointed this out. They're like, so the narrative that she's trying to paint is contradictory. She's this strong, stoic survivor, but also, like, she also has PTSD and crumbles at the mere thought of, like, what happened. Because you can be one of those things, but you actually can't be both at the same time.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know?
She's just a piece of shit. she's getting what's coming to her.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin?
All right. Just two more from Mark. BTS.
Yeah, I thought this was would be fun because it's your favorite band. So BTS hit White House press briefing talking about anti-Asian hate. And do I have that thing up here? Let me read the rest of that. The biggest band in the world is inside one of the most famous residences, all in the name of stopping anti-Asian hate. The K-pop supergroup addressed members of the media during Tuesday's White House press briefing Tuesday to put out a spotlight on the troubling rise of anti-Asian hate crimes and the importance of Asian inclusion and diversity.
Are those the best guys for the gig? But the other thing is, 5 transgender men. But is the other thing is,
sir, it's 7. So get it right.
Yeah. But the other thing is did you see that recent thing? It was all over TMZ, all over World Star. It shows a black guy holding an Asian man. He's holding him. It's in New York. He's holding him. Another guy's whooping his ass, beating his ass. Now, if you just see you're like, holy, this is awful. This is 2 black guys literally just fucking up this Asian guy for no reason. The guy filming goes, hold on. I started filming this because that Asian man sexually assaulted a woman on the fucking train. And these 2 black guys go, hey, motherfucker, we're not going to stand for this. So they're holding there, and he's holding there going, you can see him smiling, go get the cops. The cops don't come for a long time. And then the Asian guy keeps talking shit to the other black guy. So his friend goes, okay, dude, and they fuck him up. Yeah. But they edit it so you don't hear the camera guy talking. You just see 2 black guys beating the shit out of an Asian guy. That Asian guy was getting his ass whooped for assaulting a woman on the train, though. But they made Asian hate.
So
it's like, no.
Jimmy Burke, the great Jimmy Burke.
Yeah.
He's on the train. I think he's on his way to play softball. So he's got his knapsack with his cleats and all this shit in his backpack. And there's a woman reading. She's just on the subway. You see this shit all the time. She's on the subway. And a guy, as he gets out, reaches over and grabs her tit. Just goes like that.
Goes honk.
And then walks off.
Wow.
And she goes, like that. She goes, Jesus Christ. And Jimmy just goes, I'll get him. I'll get him. Jimmy's a fucking Brooklyn.
He's Batman, yeah.
So what is he? He's such a fucking, when you want him to be a psycho.
The guy's getting off the train?
So Jimmy just starts walking up to him. Jimmy's walking. And as they're crossing the street, Jimmy goes, hey, dude. He goes, saw what you did on there, huh? Yeah, she's got some tits on her, huh? The guy goes, yeah. She goes, that was hot, huh? It was hot. Was that hot?
Yeah.
You can see him doing that. That was
so
hot.
funny. Yeah.
Right? It was hot.
His face is all weird.
The guy goes, he goes, yeah. It was hot. And he grabs him by the far shoulder and he goes, hot. And he takes his knapsack and starts going like this, just starts going, and beating him over on the head, just beats him on the head, and they go, get away. And so then he just beat him across the street. The guy goes running. Jimmy just kind of followed him. You're not outrunning him because he rides his bike every day. He's got cardio for days. Yeah. Followed him right into his work.
Oh, wow.
Hey, this guy's a fucking asshole. I saw him assault a woman on a train. He grabbed her tit. Get this fucking guy out of here. Got him fired.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
fuck yeah. Fuck that guy.
What else you got, Chin?
With cleats.
Let's just jump over to this right here. Oh, so there's going to be a few deaths here.
Also, I don't know if BTS is the best person for that gig, too, because wouldn't it be better if it was like the people that are beating up the Asians to go out there, to tell those people to stop beating up the Asians?
Or do they get a lot of anti-Asian harassment as the biggest
BTS?
group in the world?
They're the most
Massive.
famous, beloved
Like-
group right now.
They're the
right?
biggest group, I think, ever. Like, they're so
I'll tell you
massive.
what's not going to stop Asians: harassment, violence, or anything else. They've been dealing with
They hunker
prejudice
down,
and
yeah.
they fucking just. The Chinese, the Koreans, they would set up shop
Japanese,
in the
badass.
worst neighborhoods or whatever. They just keep moving
Yeah,
forward.
yeah.
Their kids excel. They work their ass off.
People try to rob them. They
You ain't
beat the
stopping them.
shit out
You're
of
not
them.
stopping that. That work ethic, that culture. Fuck. Good luck.
That-
Toughest people on the planet. Good luck.
What else you got, Chin?
Another one from Mark. Wait, not that.
This one's fun.
This right here?
Yeah, so there's going to be an And One mixtape documentary. 'Cause This
Sick.
is something that I used to watch. And
With, like,
we all
hot
got
sauce and
together.
Escalade.
Yeah, it's like sauce,
Help me
man.
on this. I don't know what's going on here.
So N1 was a series where it was like street ball guys, and they would just play pickup basketball against other teams, but they were like superstars. Like there's N1, there's Hot Sauce, there's Escalade,
Professor, right?
Professor X, who was a white guy, but what the handles that they had was nuts.
Yeah.
It didn't really translate to like the NBA. Like they're not that good, but some of their handling skills and
Crazy.
their thing was to like embarrass the other guy. Like
Yeah.
the other guy's fucking talented, but they like cross him up, make him fall, and then the guy would turn around, bounce the ball off the back of him,
Yeah.
shoot a three. Like
Real life Harlem Globetrotters, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Globetrotters meets
Yeah.
NBA streetwise.
Yeah, Sports Illustrated did the best street ballers of all time. Jackie Ryan, who's Jimmy Burke's oldest friend and a friend of mine, he was in there. Just this white guy who was
Yeah,
just
sometimes doesn't translate to the NBA though.
Pete Vesey, who was a sports writer, said he shoots better than 90% of the guys in the NBA. It's just that you got to be a team player. There are a lot of other factors.
The thing about he shoots better, yeah, but when the lights are on,
Against-
the cameras are rolling, and you got Karl Malone guarding you,
I was
it's a
going to
different
say, and
animal.
also you
Yes,
shoot
yes.
better until you have
Yeah.
other NBA
Yeah.
guys.
So you have the Greek freak who's 7 foot and just as fast as you, putting his hands in the air. Yeah, it's a different animal.
How
Yeah,
different.
different animal.
Can you tell me, though?
Also, is he the best shooter of all time compared to Steph
Who'd you-
Curry,
yeah.
who pulls up from half court
Yeah, well,
and makes it 9 out of 10?
who more than that? Who did you tell me was? You said that the guy who's a defensive player who's never even played, but he was just shooting without anybody guarding him, and he just never missed.
Oh, Birdman.
Yeah,
Chris
just never
Anderson.
missed.
No, he's known for dunking. He like went to play in the dunk contest. He'd always swat the ball.
Yeah.
And I was like, he probably can't shoot. Didn't miss.
Didn't miss
From everywhere.
You know who else? I've seen video of somebody else doing that who was always made fun of for missing. Shaq. Hitting every single time. Every single fucking time. Like
Yeah,
from way away.
They're just professionals.
Yeah, they're called professionals.
What else you got, Jen?
Okay, so a couple of deaths here. Ray Liotta
Yeah.
at 67, which is really young.
Yeah, and he was taking pictures, like hanging out. He was on set and shit.
He was on like a film set in the
I
Dominican
saw him
Republic.
probably, I don't know, 15 years ago at Gold's Gym, and I was like, holy shit, he looks old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, his
really?
hair was all
You know who knew him really
silver.
well? Did a TV show with him for a couple of years? Is Dub Davidoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was great. I think he probably had his. He had done a lot of smoking and a lot of boozing and maybe a lot of
Yeah.
drink.
You try to quit smoking with Shantix.
Chantix.
He's supposed to be a great. Yeah, that Kyle
Fucking
Donaghy
funny.
is so funny.
Why would you want to quit smoking?
Is that his wife?
Yeah, that's his girl.
timepiece.
Wow.
He was a
that's
great
great.
guy. Joe Carnahan, our boy.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of movies with him, and Joe said he was just the
Yeah, I
fucking
loved
greatest.
him. Yeah, it's a bummer. What else you got, Jen?
Another death. This is what am I saying? NFL player
Yeah.
Jeff Gladney, who was only 25 years old.
I think he was a TCU cornerback. He was a stud. He got accused of like domestic violence. Then
But
they
it
found
was-
him innocent,
yep.
but the Cardinals cut him. Or the Vikings cut him. They got picked up by
Cardinals
the
picked him,
Cardinals. But he missed all last season, but super stud.
They said he was gonna be a big part of their season.
Big time. Yeah, stud.
So That's pretty sad, man.
He was drinking and then died with somebody in the car. He's a really good dad.
I don't know if there's updates on it, but it just says he was speeding for sure, and there was like another woman and a man in there, and then they all died.
So he was speeding, and then his car hit the back end of another
somewhere,
car,
and
and
they're
his
fine.
car hit a pole.
Yeah.
And they're fine. Yeah. Apparently, he was a great dad, though. Had a son. And was just a beast of a dad. It's such a shame.
Yeah. All right, moving on past that.
Ah, poor child. I hate that shit so much.
Paulo Costa. So this is in Brazil. I guess he said that he was going to get a vaccination, but they're saying that he never got the vaccination done, and he tried to grab the card, the proof card, and then he apparently elbowed a nurse.
And he's supposed to fight Luke Rockhold.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Was it
that's
12
gonna
to
be
6
interesting.
or was it a legal elbow?
The card was filled out. The worker said that at the time of the application, he did not accept to be vaccinated. He wanted to leave with the card, and they did not accept it. At that moment, a nurse was elbowed. He said he got the vaccine, but the nurses didn't let him go out without the card. He said it generated stress. He took the card and left. At the moment, a nurse grabbed him by the arm, and he broke free.
Who knows?
Oh,
So Costa said he didn't
she
hit her.
assaulted him.
Costa said that he didn't hear.
Now,
She's saying that he
Is
did.
she bad for stress? Who is that gal out there? I'm just
Paige, don't
Okay.
cry.
Never mind,
Keep
never
going,
mind,
Jim.
never mind.
Please
Sorry.
don't distract.
No,
you.
I didn't know that was her.
Yeah,
There are
I
any
didn't-
pictures of the Brazilian nurse?
I didn't mean.
No, I didn't see any. Oh, so this is a douchebag guy.
This
So-
is horrible.
Yeah,
Have you
so
seen
some
this?
guy,
The actual Mona Lisa, he throws a cake at it, right?
he dressed up as an older lady to sneak, in a wheelchair so he can get up close, and then he suddenly just threw a cake on the real Mona Lisa. But luckily, it's protected with like really good, hardcore glass.
Of course, because they expect these
Bulletproof
morons.
glass. And he was protesting climate, something to do with climate.
Makes
Smart.
sense, yeah.
All right,
Smart.
dude.
These climate people,
He made his point.
they're not going about the right way.
I mean,
That's
I'm not
that
gonna-
douche right
You're not going
there.
to cool the planet by doing that.
Well,
Is that it?
I think the temperatures did drop by like 2 degrees after he did that.
Oh,
so,
that's yeah. You raised awareness.
Yeah. This is in China. So apparently, in this zoo,
Don't even start people on the internet.
people are getting upset for the people.
Come on,
people are getting
Mark.
upset
Don't
that
even say it.
they're
Mark, you
cutting
are the
that
man
part.
lion.
Fucking sick.
You are the man lion. Dude. I'm sorry.
You need to play the line on Broadway, dude, on Wizard of Oz.
That's the Patty Pimblett of lions, right?
But they're saying the zoo people are saying that this is all natural. Like he was
Oh,
just
he's
his
claiming-
claws.
He's
yeah.
claiming all natty, huh? He's claiming all
all
natty.
natty,
That's
yeah.
Patty
Okay.
Pimblett as a lion.
Yeah.
But that's not even a mullet, though. It's more of like the
bowl cut.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
of the Dumb and Dumber bowl cut
Yeah.
than anything.
I know.
That guy.
God, they're gorgeous
Dude,
animals.
he's a fake natty.
That female's so beautiful. The male looks dumb.
Yeah, take it easy, huh?
This is Elon Musk actually saying something about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff. Did this
Definitely
because
not
Lex
paying
Fridman.
for Amber's legal bills. It's definitely not my kid for sure.
So
My
Lex
takeaway
Fridman
from
put
Johnny
this.
Depp's Amber Heard, and this is Lex Friedman, who's Elon Musk's boy. That he actually works for him. Fame is one hell of a drug. Psychiatrists and lawyers come into strikingly varying levels of skill. Lying to millions of people is something humans are capable of. Love can be messy. Mega pint of wine.
Now, lying to millions of people is something humans are capable of. Is interesting.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
But
Well-
this is how Elon responded.
God, what a
I hope they both move on
Pussy
at their
fucking
best. They're
statements.
each
Jesus
incredible.
Christ.
Yeah, I agree with him.
What happens with you're good at this? What happens? What is your prediction for Amber Heard?
I think her path is going to be very tough. I don't think she works again.
Really?
I think she does, but at a low level. I think Johnny Depp is going to be bigger than ever.
She's a
Yeah.
horrible human too. Like, find one good review.
I'll tell you what she should do. I'll tell you what she should
Hey,
do.
B, but before you say it, on Aquaman 2, the director came out was like, hold on. We didn't cut her out of the movie because it's Johnny Depp stuff. We cut her out of the movie because she had no chemistry with Jason Momoa. Oh, really? The sociopath has a problem connecting with the lead? Like, it's like, yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
But it's
I think what she's gonna, if she's
Mark laughed
smart,
too hard.
she
I know.
should fucking.
it's true though. It's fucking true.
She's a painter. I guarantee she should paint. She'll sell those paintings. Everybody wants an Amber Heard. They're
Oh,
rich
dude,
people.
I want an Amber
They'll
Heard.
pay $1 million. They'll pay
Yeah.
$1 million to have a fucking Amber Heard painting in their house. I guarantee it. If she's somewhat good,
Yeah. Wonder if she'll do custom
see if
requests.
she's got any paintings up on the internet.
Amber Heard
Oh
paintings.
fuck!
She
I
should start an
guarantee-
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's a funny little story about her? That-
Fortune.
For Christmas one year, she gave every person she knows like a giant portrait of herself naked, like
Fuck yeah.
100 different
What
people.
a gift.
I mean,
After making her assistant go around and shop for
she'll
individual gifts.
sell her paintings for a lot of
Yeah.
money.
Like scrap that. Give everyone a
she's
naked
no dummy.
picture of me.
She's no dummy, man. She'll find her way. She'll find her way. And somebody very wealthy who
It's just
loves
paintings of her.
Yeah,
Mary.
I know. I'm sure. Like, I wonder if like maybe
But the
guy who's
harassment
kid-
she's going to deal with and is right now,
Forever.
Jesus Christ.
And also, you asked for it, girl.
Yeah.
You want to try and ruin Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
That's your thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to lie about it and be a sociopath? Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Take notes,
people
sociopath.
always succeed, man. The good people in this world always succeed.
Keep
I
coming,
don't think
keep
Johnny Depp's innocent of, making
He's a nightmare to be
mistakes.
dating, but I don't think he beats look, you can say whatever you want. When you call somebody a rapist, when you call somebody a fucking sexual assaulter, when you say that they beat women, all those things, that is a very different thing than saying the person's a fucking idiot or the person's like made mistakes.
Drug addict,
Or
She's also a drug
misread,
addict.
or misread a cue and made a clumsy pass or whatever it is. When you call people those words and you just get away with, you can just say it and you never pay a price. You can just throw that out there and just destroy somebody's fucking life. Then fucking, if that's the society you want to live in, all right. That's why I love watching a shithead
That's why
like that.
that's why
pay
it's
the price.
changing the perspective on this shit.
Fuck you.
Yes. And
Believe-
also,
Because you can't just listen to every woman. You can't just listen to every man. Some are complete full
Of
of,
course
shit.
they are.
And they're opportunists.
There are a lot of shitty men. Believe me.
100%.
There are
I think the Me
fuckload
Too
of
movement.
bad men.
I think the Me Too movement, when it started, was a great thing.
Me too.
Harvey Weinstein.
Me too.
Some terrible people.
There are some
man.
asshole guys out there that need to get their asses kicked. I'm 100% in agreement. I've never said otherwise. Like, as far as the Me Too movement, I think it was a fucking. I'm so glad my daughter's coming up in that. I'm so
Mm-hmm.
fucking glad because you never had any recourse. I've been in this fucking business for a long time. I knew exactly what it was
But
like.
then it spilled over to let's go for
All
every
revolutions always
successful
spin
man.
way the
Yeah.
fuck over, and then we come back. But this is the pendulum back. I think. I hate shit. There are plenty of fucking a lot of men are bad news.
also, she's a drug addict.
Yeah, she's also
She's also a cocaine
Yeah.
addict.
I don't
like,
think so.
no, I'm not
No,
saying this
no,
from just the trial.
no,
like,
she
I
is.
watched credible videos on guys like where like I have like inside sources where I know these various people and I go, it's a documented thing that on multiple sets over the course of years, she has a cocaine problem. Not shocking.
No, several producers
like,
said that.
yeah.
Again, I don't give a fuck.
You're right,
Do
yeah,
all the cocaine
but
you want,
I don't-
but don't
yeah.
be a bad person.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Johnny
if you,
Depp has a coke problem. Johnny Depp has a drug problem and a booze problem. He spent 30 years high and drunk.
Yeah, but you know what? He's so undeniably
He's
talented
so good.
that.
But also everyone who knows him, from every woman that's ever been with him, every woman that's ever been with him had nothing but great things to say. Winona Ryder.
except for her.
Except for her.
Weird.
There's one comment.
Every woman. Vanessa
She said
Paradis,
the
married
same
to him
thing about
forever.
all the dudes.
Kate
all
Moss.
of them. Kate Moss. All of them. Like they were like, they all stepped up. Harvey Weinstein didn't have anybody stepping up for him.
No, sir.
This fucking dude had every single woman in his life go, no.
It's like Bill Cosby.
No.
Nobody stepped up for
80
Bill
women
Cosby.
came forward with Bill Cosby.
80 that we know.
Yeah, I believe those women.
Patterns. And also, apparently, Amber Heard, a classmate came out and was like, yeah, this what she's saying about Johnny Depp. Every ex-boyfriend she's ever had, she did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh my, every guy you.
She just finally met her. She met her match.
Yeah.
She met her match.
And it's Jack Sparrow.
It's Jack Sparrow, dude. All right.
Is that it, Chin?
That's it.
Chin was quiet this episode.
You know what those?
I'll tell you what, if you're a Johnny Depp fan, come to my show, man. I am a Johnny Depp fan. LA shopping friends with some monsters. We always have a mega special guest. We had Jim Gaffigan last week. That's next Wednesday, June 8th, Hollywood Improv, shopping friends. And then Portland, Oregon is next week. That is June 9th through 11th, Thursday through Saturday. I'm in Portland at the Helium out there. I'll be at Voodoo Donuts. And then San Francisco, Cobb's Comedy Club is just a Friday, Saturday, June 17th through the 18th. Then just added, never been there, but my family was born there, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Military Brats, July 14th through the 16th. San Diego, this is the Trash Panda Summer Tour. We're getting a lot of emails. It's the same thing that you did on Gringo Poppy Special. It is not. It's a whole new fucking hour. Nothing that you saw in the Gringo Poppy Special will be on this new hour. So it's all new. So it's San Diego at the Laugh Factory San Diego in the heart of San Diego is July 21st through the 23rd. Then Baltimore is August 4th through the 6th. Get your tickets at thickboy.com or fatkz.com.
All right. Well, guess what? Richmond, Virginia, Funny Bone, June 3rd and 4th. You are up. June 3rd and 4th. Never been to Richmond, Virginia, Funny Bone. I don't think, but it's going to be fun.
Virginia's nice, though.
Yep. Omaha, Nebraska. After that, the Funny Bone, June 10 and 11. I am not doing Ontario, Canada. I'm moving that date. I got to be in New York for that date. So Ontario, Canada, that is not happening. But Richmond and Omaha, come see me.
Yep. And go like, subscribe Brian's YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Your new YouTube, Daddy.
That's right, because we got
drop
some
your special.
We got some crazy stuff coming. We got special. We got the best of that TV show. It's going to be
With the special, all that will be on Bryan Callen's YouTube. And then Gringo Poppy, let's get 2 million, man. We're at 1.3 mil almost now. Let's get 2 million. I'll take the team out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Portland, you're up next week. Love you guys. This is the Firing Kid. We're out.